delivery on purchases $500 or more. And buy now, pay over time. Going on now at Raymore and Flanagan.
There's a time and a place for everything. Texting, eating, and watching videos. While you're driving isn't it. In 1 year alone, more than 3,275 people died, and more than 324,000 were injured in crashes involving distracted drivers. So miss the text, not the kid on the bike. Miss the meal, not the person in the crosswalk. Miss the video, not the truck taking a left in front of you. Driving distracted? Not now. Share it with everyone you love. A message from the Rhode Island Police Chiefs Association.
This hour, or the last hour of Felger and Maz, have been brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety.
From the Telfair Tire Studios, WBZ-FM and HD1.
It's not just the games. It's Toucher and Hardy, Zolak and Bertrand, Felger and Maz, Joe Murray. For Boston sports fans, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Beasley Media Group Station.
Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
The final injury report of the week released ahead of Sunday's Patriots road game at the New Orleans Saints, and the Patriots ruling out defensive end Keon White, safety Jalen Hawkins, linebacker Anthony Jennings, all due to injury. Additionally, corner Christian Gonzalez, corner Charles Woods, and linebacker Marte Mapu are all questionable. Boston Herald's Doug Kyde adds that head coach Mike Vrabel says the team will continue to monitor Christian Gonzalez and make a decision 90 minutes before the game. Fraser Minton scored a 2-12 overtime, giving the Bruins the 4-3 win over the Chicago Blackhawks last night in the home opener. Bruins will host the Buffalo Sabres tomorrow. Winner-take-all Game 5 of the MLB playoffs tonight. Mariners home against the Tigers at 8:08. Celtics preseason slate continues this evening. They're on the road against Toronto. Call the game here on the Sports Hub in an hour. Headlines are brought to you by, or they're driven by, the stylish Honda Accord. Head to your local New England Honda dealers and learn more. Shop online at newengland.hondadealers.com. I'm Jim Murray, Boston's home for sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
No matter where you go, you're always connected to Boston sports with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app. Download it wherever you get your apps today.
Well, listen, Joe Show. We've seen it. Nobody wants to be there. It's a big bad show tonight. Just can't take this damn parade. Who cares? Yeah, it's the Joe Show. There's a 2-mile wait to get past the damn green line.
By a bear in the neighborhood. Call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray. First time I ever met Joe Murray was at a Hooter.
All right, welcome in 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. We got ourselves a 4th and Friday, but a little bit of an interrupted version, a green version of 4th and Friday, as we got the Celtics tonight and Toronto. Of course, the season begins just a couple of weeks away as the team is starting to ramp up for its game, or its opening night game, in just a little bit. So we got a reaction last night from the Bruins game, and of course the Patriots on the road this week in New Orleans, and that's where we will start tonight with our opening take, which is presented by who? Well, it doesn't say it's presented by anyone at the moment. So we'll just let it ride, baby. It's presented by me. Opening take, of course, that was what we usually do them every night. But you know what my opening take is? Trap game. It's real. It's real, everybody. I've been saying it for weeks, and now we have more time as we get along here. I think it's a trap game. So just think about this for a little bit. It's Friday night, game's on Sunday. We saw the Saints lose to the Bills. Then the Patriots beat the Bills. So then the Saints, what do? They beat the Giants. What do the Giants do? They beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Right? So how funny is it to lose to the Saints if you're a Giants fan and then beat the Eagles in the same week? It's very interesting. So you could argue the Eagles and Bills are the two best teams in football. So I think the Saints played the Bills tough. Maybe the Bills are a little bit on a look ahead there. I've been saying this all week. It's hard to win back-to-back games on the road in the NFL. It's hard to win back-to-back games in general, but this team will be facing the second of consecutive road games, and they'll play their third next week against the Titans, and you know there's revenge on the mind for the Titans and Mike Vrabel for that matter. So the Patriots, in the 7 seasons that they've played 3 road games in 3 consecutive weeks, in the first game, they're 6-1 as far as just winning and 6-1 against the spread. Now, in that game when they're underdogs, which they were last week, 5-1 against the spread. So, boom, covered that one. In game 2, they're 3-3 on the money line and 2-4 against the spread. As a favorite, which they are this week, 3-2 on the money line, 2-3 against the spread. They were an underdog once. So that's why I'm saying trap game. Now, I'll just bring this up one more time. In game 3, which would be next week, they're 2-4 on the money line, 2-4 against the spread. I bet they're favorites next week, too, even if they win or lose. And in that situation, they're 1-3. So of those 3 scenarios, of the 3 road games in 3 consecutive weeks, generally it's the third game that they have lost. More often than not, because there's only so many opportunities that it's happened. The Patriots are coming off their biggest victory in years. They just upset the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football. It was the coming out party. But now Mike Vrabel and his team, they have to somewhat avoid the complacency, avoid the noise. They still have to improve. And they're taking on a Saints team that's coming off its first win. The Saints also boast a new head coach, right? Kellen Moore, we all know him, former Boise State quarterback, was really good with the Dallas Cowboys for years and has been somewhat of a, head coach candidate and now has it. So Spencer Rattler, coming out of Oklahoma at the time, was a high recruit. He got beat out for the job by Caleb Williams. He went to South Carolina, and he was pretty solid overall. I didn't have high expectations of him in the NFL, but since being named the starter, he's somewhat had some success, I'll say. I don't want to use the word promising, but he's been successful. But he's led with 2 dynamic running backs, right? Guys who can catch the ball, they're feisty, they're smart, and they can lean on a veteran-laden defense. They're a very competitive team. They have 1 possession losses this year to the Cardinals, the 49ers. That was just the first 2 games of the year. Last week, they had a comeback win against the Giants, and they went toe-to-toe with the Buffalo Bills. Really, they lost that game in the 4th quarter. New Orleans has been super competitive, well coached. They excel at protecting the football. They also can take it away. They're tied for 5th in the NFL in +5 turnover differential. The Patriots, well, they're just trying to get out of the negative due to fumbles this year from their backfield and missed opportunities on the defensive end. The Patriots are a better team. They have a better quarterback, they have a better defense, and they have a better coach. All those things are true. But the running game for the Saints has been really good. The Patriots have one of the best run defenses through 5 weeks in Patriots history and one of the best in the NFL this year. Okay, the NFL's second leading rusher is James Cook. He was held to 49 yards just a week ago, and the Bills' run game really didn't register a run over 10 yards or more. So that's going to be tested this week with Alvin Kamara, who I think is questionable, and Keandre Miller, who is really just taken over that role. I've talked about him all week long. I've said Keandre Miller 5 times, 6 times this week, and I'm going to double down on it tonight. We all know who Alvin Kamara is, right? But he's 30 years old. He has the 11th most explosive runs amongst running backs in the NFL this year. The other one is Derrick Henry, by the way. So when you look at that, he's still putting up those type of numbers. And as far as a player, he's 3rd in yards after contact per rush. So he's averaging just over 4.4 yards after contact. So really the question's going to be Spencer Rattler. One thing I'll tell you about him is he's got great mobility, right? He ranks first at quarterback in rushing success this year, okay? And that's actually rushing yards for the quarterback. He's been pretty good. 72% of the time in rushing success setup situations, he's converted. He's been very good. That's 5 attempts on that. He's a pocket passer, but he can do a lot with his legs, and he's a part of their running game. And over the last 2 games, he's put up some pretty good numbers. They have to find a way to stop the run and let Spencer Rattler beat them. The Patriots were great at last week at holding both Cook and Josh Allen. They were a little open to the pass. We don't know yet the status of Christian Gonzalez yet. The pass defense has been better. If they're without him, though, what type of team are you going to see? As for the Saints defense, they're veteran laden. You'll know the names when you see it. They don't get a lot of pressure, though. They blitz a ton. They're ranked 10th in the NFL this year in blitz rate. And what did Drake May do last week against the blitz? He shredded the Buffalo Bills. So that's a recipe for disaster when it comes to the Saints. I wonder if they don't do that this week, based off what Drake May did last week on the run and with his legs. So just a couple of things to add here. The offensive line, I think, has an advantage when it comes to the blitz situations, or maybe the fact that they won't blitz. New England has allowed the league's 4th lowest pressure rate and 10th fewest knockdown rate. I didn't know that. Looking into these numbers today. New England ranks, though, amongst the worst running games in football. 95 yards per game, 3.7 yards per rush. Can that improve this week for the Patriots? So we'll have more coming up in just a little bit. But it's hard to come off that type of big win on the road and go back out on the road and win. This is the game where coaching matters. I think it's going to be the difference on Sunday. I'll leave it at this, though. The Patriots are 3-point favorites. That line is sat at 3 points all week long. It hasn't moved at all. The status of Christian Gonzalez is going to move that line. So if he doesn't play, it's going down to 2.5. It will favor New Orleans. And if he does play, I bet you it sits just at the 3. I think it's a bait line as far as people who don't look at the intangibles. And what I mean by the intangibles, the Patriots are still a young team that's trying to get better every week. Can they win? They've won back-to-back games. Can they win 3 in a row? I don't know. Can they win back-to-back games on the road? I don't know. So it's almost an unknown to me, to a point where I can't bet on them this week. This is why I say it's a trap game. I can't bite the cheese. The cheese is there. The trap is set. The Patriots are the better team. It's just hard for me to back them this week. 617-779-0985. I do want to take a look at some of the numbers here. Patriots on the road. Their schedule, by the way, which read a report today regarding that thing. We'll dive deep into the schedule. We got more on the Patriots as they're on the road this week. Jambalaya, baby. Take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
There are so many people who would just love to get their hands on the secret to how Apartments.com has helped hundreds of millions of renters, but they're never going to get it, are they, Craig?
No, sir. It's fortified here in this 4-foot thick steel vault with titanium deadbolts reinforced by concrete and rebar.
Excellent. Ooh. Craig, did you just swallow the only key?
Yes, sir. No one's getting in now.
What? Or out?
Oh, right.
Apartments.com, the place to find a place.
All right, guys, take my advice. Hey, Joe, where should I go to eat tonight? Place I'm going to tell you to go is Route 1 Grill House in Saugus. Let me tell you about the food, all right? You got the ribs. You got the steak tips. They got pizza. They have great appetizers. You name it. They got it. Everything is absolutely delicious. And they have an extensive martini list and a large selection of draft beers. And football fans, you're going to love this one. Every Sunday, Route 1 Grill House has 50-cent wings and the Sunday ticket. That's right. Every game, all day, what more could you want? They also provide outdoor seating while the weather is, well, still warm at times. And they have a beautiful function room. It seats up to 70 people, so you can host your next event there. It's located just before the Sullivan Tire on Route 1 South. Family-owned spots, one of a kind. Make Route 1 Grill House your next dining destination, and tell the Floramo brothers that Joe Murray said hello.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Here at the Zebra, research shows the average person would rather endure a root canal than search for auto and home insurance.
Just try to relax.
Okay.
Or be trapped in a car for 8 hours with toddlers on a sugar high. Or remove a nest of irate hornets. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com. We do the searching, you do the saving. I think I'll wait inside.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Scott Solak, quarterback, TV personality, radio host, father. But did you know he's also fluent in multiple languages? Scott Solak, along with Mark Bertrand. 10 years of middays on the Sports Hub and anytime on the Sports Hub app.
The future of the trade starts here. Join us October 25th at Gillette Stadium for the Bring Back the Trade Skills Expo. Explore hands-on careers, see where the Patriots play, hear from industry leaders, and learn about scholarships. Tickets are limited. Get yours now at bbtt.org. It's the Bring Back the Trade Skills Expo, October 25th. Be inspired. Be a part of the future.
Hey, Rodenizer Home Services is heating things up. 5 lucky homeowners could win a brand new high-efficiency gas furnace completely free. If your furnace is 10 years or older, head to Rodenizer.com/5 free furnaces to enter. No purchase necessary. Rules online.
Kids eat free at the 99 every Sunday in October. Kids get a free meal from the kids menu with every adult entree purchased. You gotta love the Nines.
Solak and Bertrand.
Gonna remind everybody, Bill Belichick couldn't get an interview anywhere other than Atlanta. He's got to find a DC job somewhere in the NFL.
He's not going to do media because he did media and I think he didn't like it.
My advice right now for him is get the hell out of there today, negotiate the buyout, pack up and leave. Get out of there and find a staff that's willing to add you as an assistant, a special assistant. If it's Shanahan, go there for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And be back in the league and be under the radar and be working. And then see if you can get the defensive coordinator job somewhere in the offseason.
Solak and Bertrand. Weekday mornings at 10 on the Sports Hub.
Around here, we call them the Joe Murray pre-party. It's Felger and Maz afternoons right now. Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
Sports Hub, I'm Joe Murray. Well, how's everybody feeling about the Patriots game this weekend? We have a short show tonight. We're here until 7. We'll hand things off to the Celtics. They have a preseason game. So we will be interrupted. And then we'll be on after the game tonight. So I guess we'll have to find a place for our YouTube chat to go. I'll work on that. I'm going to work on that, chat. Maybe I'll set up like some sort of place that you guys can all go and hang out while the game's on and react to it. So we'll work on that. But we're talking Patriots tonight. I gave some of the numbers of why I think it's a trap game and why I actually like... I shouldn't say I like the Saints this week, but I like their team. Like when I look at it, you guys know the names. You know, Brandon Cooks, you'll know Chris Olave is one of the, better wide receivers in the league. Rashid Shaheed, though, they have 3 receivers that you need to be worried about. So this is why the Christian Gonzalez thing is really big this week. It's not even that. Cooks can still run. Shaheed is a big playmaker, and Olave is probably going to go on Carlton Davis from the size standpoint. So, or I assume. I don't know how they'll play it. Now, they have no tight end game. The Patriots are generally struggled against tight ends, but they do play Taysom Hill there. Taysom Hill can do a lot of things. He'll play quarterback. He can run the ball in short yardage situations. He can line up as a tight end. I'm sure they will use him. They will use him. And I think they'll find a spot for him to make a big play. He's that type of player. I don't want to overrate who Taysom Hill is. He's a former college quarterback who can play the position in the NFL, but he's just more of a football player than he is a quarterback. But he's still someone you need to watch when he's on the football field. But when it comes to their defense, right, they got Devon Godshaw. You guys remember him. He's pretty good against the run, right? Chase Young sounds like he's going to play this week. So we'll see what he can do against Will Campbell, who's in his return home. And they have guys that you know, like Demario Davis has been in the league for a really long time. Pete Warner, a guy who was a second-round pick, stud from a couple of years ago. Kool-Aid McKinstry is one of the better corners now in the league. He's coming along. Like, they are a team with Kellen Moore that's progressing. They're in the same shape that the Patriots are in. Although I think the Patriots have a quarterback and a coach. That should be the difference, right? It should be. The line's still 3, everybody. Looking at the numbers and the schedule, the Patriots have an easier road than the rest of the league. The next 6 opponents have a combined 9-20 record. New Orleans, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, Tennessee, Atlanta, and the 0-5 Jets. Aaron Schatz had this today, the chief analytics officer at FTN Fantasy. Big stats guy, big DVOA guy. He says it's not just about the next 6 games. He goes, it's only been 5 games, but to show you how historic this season has been for Drake May, and he just mentioned the numbers regarding Drake May and what he's done. His first 5 games, he's doing things that's never been done before, at least as part of the Patriots go in their history. Prior to the Buffalo game, the projected 2025 schedule for the Patriots was the 3rd easiest since 1978. Last week, a number of teams on the Patriots schedule had bad losses, especially the Ravens. Now their opponents average minus 17% DVOA, which should be the easiest schedule since 1978 by a wide margin. It would surpass the 1991 Bills and the 1999 Rams, who currently have the 2 easiest schedules since 1978. Historically, almost all those teams measured since 1978, they've all reached the playoffs. Think about that for a second. Every team with that type of advantage when it comes to their schedules made the playoffs. So if we want to look at a historical sense, the 1998 Arizona Cardinals, or were they St. Louis? I forget what they were then. That's the model. They came off a 4-win season. In 97, Arizona rode a historically easy schedule the rest of the way. Their young quarterback, Jake Plummer, with a great mustache like Skaz, led them to a 9-7 record in a surprise playoff berth. The Cardinals also shocked the Cowboys 20-7 in the wild card round this year before losing in the divisional playoffs to the Vikings 41-21. The 2025 Patriots would welcome the chance to go from a 4-win team to the postseason, just as Arizona did 27 years ago. Drake May is on a pace to become the 3rd player since Mahomes and Marino in history to average at least 250 passing yards per game with a passer rating of 105 or higher. Think about that stat for Drake May. Marino and Mahomes? May? What? Here's another one that I got today that I thought was pretty juicy. According to The Athletic, the Patriots playoff prediction model has the Patriots having a 77% chance at the postseason. As of today, the Patriots have a 77% chance of making the postseason. Do people see how important Sunday night's game was? It put the Pats on the map. People now look at their schedule as the easiest since 1978. They now think they have a 77% chance of going to the playoffs. Their quarterback is doing things that hasn't been done since Dan Marino and Patrick Mahomes. Like, whoa! I'm not the pump your brakes kind of guy. But this is why you play the games. The betting line has been 3 all week long. The look ahead was the Patriots slightly favored. They were favored, I want to say, in 7 games. This was one of them. This was one of them. I can't tell you enough. Winning an emotional game against your divisional opponent on the road on a Sunday night and going right back on the road against a non-conference opponent with a look-ahead game the next week about the head coach and his former team. If you don't want to call it a trap, can you call it a look-ahead spot? This game is important for the Patriots. It's important to live up to how easy that schedule is. It's important to live up how much they're progressing. It's important to live up that they can be a team from 27 years ago with this type of schedule to make the same run to the postseason and potentially win a game. That's all on the table for them. And I got to give a shout out to our good friend, Dan Shaughnessy. Dan checking in. The Patriots aren't there quite yet, but they sure have the coaching part figured out with Mike Vrabel. And we know what's going on with Bill Belichick and what's happening with the Tar Heels and what they had last year with Gerard Mayo. But the Patriots have figured out their coaching part. They have Mike Vrabel. 5 games into his new regime, it's pretty clear that Robert Kraft made a great move when he admitted Gerard Mayo was a mistake and switched to Vrabel. It couldn't have been easy. Kraft's ego is bigger than Gillette's new lighthouse, and he probably wanted to honor a commitment that he made to Mayo. But the Patriots owner couldn't do that. He fired Mayo before dinner time after their win over Buffalo, and they brought a member of their family back in Mike Vrabel. Everything's different now. The Patriots have a serious NFL leader, a guy who's been an NFL Coach of the Year. He coached in a conference championship game. He was the head coach of the Titans for 6 seasons. He beat Belichick twice in 4 head-to-head meetings, including a playoff game at Gillette Stadium, which happened to be Tom Brady's last game as a Patriot. Vrabel's authentic, fair, tough, and smart. He loves players the way Bill Parcells loves players. We've seen him mix it up with linemen in practice, get his face bloodied into a skirmish. He sprints down the field on kickoff returns. New England's coach earlier this year says he hates Tuesdays at Gillette because that's the day players don't come into the building. And I kind of like this is Shaughnessy talking, by the way. But he mentions that in the afterglow of the big win against the Bills this week, it doesn't mean the Patriots are going to beat the Saints this Sunday. They're fun to watch again. They have a coach that knows what he's doing. Can the team win a game that they should on the road after a big win in back-to-back weeks? That's the test. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. I do want to get into the Bruins coming up in just a little bit. And, of course, we'll touch on some Celtic stuff before we hand things over to Grandy and Max. Is that who's here tonight? Grandy and Max will be on the call for us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub, so you're not going to want to miss that whatsoever. Let's go to the phones. We got Jeremy in Westport. Jeremy.
Oh, that was quick. What's up, buddy?
What's up, bud?
So, listen, I don't want to sound dumb, Joe. Hey, listen, I love you too, buddy. I love the Sports Hub. So I was just asking your close feeling and stuff like that. I really get confused with the spreads. So, like this week, New Orleans Saints are favored by 3.5, right? The spread, okay? I always get wicked confused with that. Please help me out here.
A spread?
So last week, the spread is 3.5. I think it's 3.5.
I saw 3. So what that means is they make lines to get money on both sides, right? So both teams coming off a win.
I understand all that.
Okay.
What I'm confused about. So last week, I'm looking at it right now. I did a 4-pick parlay.
Okay.
New England plus 7.5.
Yeah.
I got the green check mark.
Okay.
Drake May had 230. Check mark.
Okay.
Stephon Diggs, check mark.
Yeah.
Travion Henderson, negative. I understand that.
So
what I get confused on is on the spreads. So this week, Murray, is, I believe, New Orleans is 3.5 plus.
Or +3, whatever number. I saw 3, but yeah, if you get 3.5, it's a good number.
This is what I get. I don't want to sound stupid, but this is what I get confused on. So, in other words, New England has to cover. In other words, they got to beat the Saints by 4 or more.
Correct.
All right?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. This is what I'm confused on. So if New England, obviously we won last week, obviously, right?
They won.
So it was +7.5. So how did I win that line of the bet?
Because they covered the
I know, it's like
7.5
messing
points. They won the game outright.
What is it?
So if you bet a money line, you would have won more money. And I can't bog you down on that. So he doesn't understand. You covered the 7.5 points. You actually covered by 10.5 points. So you won big. If you bet the money line, you would have won more. Email me, Joe Murray at 985thesportup.com. I'll help you out with that. We got Brady. He's in Salem. What's up, Brady?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man.
Hey, yeah, I just got a call from that Drake May, on his performance against the Bills. It was, outstanding by such a young guy to step up and show that leadership role, especially with, Stephon Diggs showing up that game. I got that money line all day, so I'm excited to see how they put up against back-to-back weeks.
What do you got this? What do you think this week, though? The line's been 3 all week. It hasn't moved. You don't know if Christian Gonzalez is going to play. They're a little short at running back. Like, there's a lot there. They have a look ahead next week, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of diversity there, but I think it's going to be a good test for May to see how he reacts to it.
Mm-hmm.
But, my money's still on the Pats for sure. I don't think the Saints
Is it because
can hold up
because you're
Pats.
biased and rooting and a fan, or do you think that or you're looking at it?
I don't know. You could say that, but, Drake May, he really impressed me last game, so I got to see that consistency from him. So, he's got me on his side all day.
All right. Hey, Scott, I mean this in sincerity. I'm not trying to be a jerk. Has Drake May been consistently good? Like, every week he's been good? Because the first week he wasn't. It sounded like it was the McDaniels offense in week 1.
I'll blame that.
But
happy to blame that on this show.
Week 2 was what? Steelers? No, he wasn't good. He didn't play consecutively back-to-back weeks good, right? Week 3, they won in Miami. Was he good? Yeah. And then last week was, who was next after that? Why am I blanking?
Carolina.
He was good, right? So I guess he'd be really putting together 2 really good. I mean, if he can put together the last game and this game, that's 2 real. I guess if I have to question it, is it really good?
You want him to build on that performance.
Yes.
You want him to continue to look like that guy instead of, reverting back to fumbles and bad turnovers. This is a year for Drake May to build on his good games. You want to see him string them together, not just get up for the Bills and then, revert back to the turnovers against a lowly Saints team.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's just, hey, I love the Pats and bet the -3 and da-da-da-da-da-da.
It feels like Bruins postgame from last night all over again.
I think the safer side is if you're going to bet the game, the safer side to me is the Patriots. I just think there's value on the Saints. It's because we're discounting them. We're discounting the Saints. But in the NFL, though, if you're torn, don't you take the coach and the quarterback? Like, 50-50 yes, guys? 50-50 yes.
50-50 yes.
Matt is in the car. Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's going on? First of all, 2 calls ago, if you don't know how lines work, you shouldn't be betting, but that's one thing. But my question for you, what do you think about Henderson this weekend? I think that kid's something special, and I just want to hear your thoughts and maybe an elevated position on.
A lot of people think that kid's special, huh? Have you seen special from Travion Henderson besides his opening kickoff in preseason game number 1? Have you seen it, Skess?
I would say not in the NFL. You haven't seen it. No. Mm-hmm. Underwhelming, maybe. Limited opportunities. But we had Barth say this week that his touches aren't as limited as maybe we think or they appear. They're actually closer to Stevenson's than you would think. Yeah.
It actually makes it worse.
Yes.
In a way.
Absolutely.
So we should all be open-minded to the fact that the Patriots don't play running backs early. James White was one of the best they ever had. He didn't play right away. Right? Shane Vereen, Ridley.
We all thought that was a Belichick thing. Now we're just going to say that's a Patriots thing?
McDaniels.
There you go.
Because, Kaz, he's the only one that you can go to from the past. Right? That you could truly say, oh, they're doing it like that again? Unleash the beast. How about this? Since we're on the topic, because Skaz and I talked about it off the air. So Travion Henderson was the 38th pick in the draft this year?
I believe that's correct.
121 yards rushing, 1 touchdown?
Correct.
Cam Scatterbo is the 105th pick. 98 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns just last night. They just, So drafting a guy in the second round and not using him is kind of pissing me off. Sorry. Unleash the beast. Anything else to add here?
I think you summed it up nicely, Joe.
Okay. We'll go to break because we're up against it. I keep forgetting. We got the Celtics tonight. I'm on a roll. Bruins are too. We'll talk about that more. Your calls on the Patriots as well. And I got a Celtics stop before we get out of here. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Patriots, they are gearing up to go on the road in New Orleans this weekend. The injury report is out. Anthony Jennings, Keon White, Jalen Hawkins, Antonio Gibson will not play, and Antonio Gibson officially placed on injured reserve. Christian Gonzalez listed as questionable. We'll know before inactives come out on Sunday. Vrabel did say, though, they'll monitor it. Celtics are in action tonight. They take on Toronto. You can hear it at 7 o'clock right here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. There are more baseball games going on throughout Major League Baseball. And right now, tonight, 8 o'clock, Tigers-Mariners series tied at 2. Skubal on the mound for Detroit. Headlines, they are brought to you by Concord Group. Game plans change fast. Make sure your business is covered. Excuse me. Ask your independent agent about Concord Group Insurance. I'm Joe Murray, and I'm all choked up.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. More Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Get more at your door with all new Blink Video Doorbell. Get more connections.
Hey, I'm here for a first date.
More deliveries.
Hi, I have tacos for 2.
Oh, thanks. We'll be right down. And more memories.
Babe, come down. I have a surprise.
All new Blink Video Doorbell with 2-year battery, head-to-toe HD view, and simple setup. Shop now at Amazon.com/Blink.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's Hardy. Every morning I get to work with and talk with and listen to Fred Toucher. And I wonder every morning, when does this sentence end? Anyway, thanks for listening to us on 98.5 The Sports Hub and the Sports Hub app.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Hockey players, stop going to the store or rink to get your skates sharpened and do it right at home with the Sparks Skate Sharpener. Sparks allows you to sharpen your skate with pro-style accuracy at home. Sparks is easy, safe, consistent, and requires no experience. Perfect sharp skates every time with just a push of a button. Over 25 NHL teams are using Sparks, and so should you. Why go to the store or rink ever again when you can get pro-sharpened skates fast and easy? Get your Sparks Skate Sharpener today at sparkshockey.com and use promo code SportsHub to save $50 at checkout. That's sparkshockey.com.
Did you know that Aaron's, the snow thrower company, also makes Gravely lawnmowers? Do yourself a favor and get the job done right with the Gravely zero-turn mower designed to deliver professional results. Dial in your precise cutting height with the comfort of a plush high-back seat, powered with a dependable Kawasaki engine. Gravely is here for you and your lawn, just like the Aaron snow thrower is here for your driveway. Get the most mower for your money and get a Gravely zero-turn. Find your local dealer at gravely.com.
Introducing the 2026 Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid. Powered by Subaru's next-gen hybrid powertrain and trusted symmetrical all-wheel drive. The all-new Crosstrek Hybrid can take on up to 597 miles on a single tank with no plug-in required. So you can spend more time exploring and less time refueling. Everything you love and trust about the Subaru Crosstrek, now with more power, more efficiency, and more adventure. The all-new, all-wheel drive 2026 Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid. Experience adventure unplugged. Learn more about the 2026 Crosstrek Hybrid and find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Get the fright out of your pipes this Halloween. Ghostly gunk got you ghoulishly blocked? Don't get scared. Call Drains by James. We ain't afraid of no pipe ghouls. Our drain cleaning and pipelining are no trick. Just a treat. Bring your drains back from the dead by visiting drainsbyjames.com. Let's make those horrifying blockages vanish into thin air. At Drains by James, we give a poop about your pipes.
Looking for the ultimate game day destination? Head to the Bossy Sports Lounge in Natick. Catch every play on dozens of TVs while enjoying craft cocktails, brick oven pizza, and a lively atmosphere. Keep the fun and competition going with shuffleboard showdowns, 6 smart dartboards, or tee it up on the full swing golf simulators. And for the biggest games, step into the Invictus Sports Theater. Plush seating, full food and beverage service, and a massive 12x19 video wall with surround sound that puts you right in the middle of the action. Visit bossy.net to book your experience today.
Layer on the flavor with the DQ sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
This is a public service announcement from 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Think of your family, your friends, and then call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Quit smoking, not just for yourself, but for the ones you love and love you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Everybody knows Joe.
Just keeps getting better.
Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
On the right side, cutting into the middle as he comes across the line to the far circle. Crossing pass, Renzel. Got it right in front. Oh, what a stop by Korpisalo! Looked like he was down and out. Made the save with the paddle of his stick. And now Pasternak brings the Bruins the other way. With Zacha down the middle, Pasta took the shot.
No.
And it ricochets on an Azar. He's up ahead. He's got Bedard on a breakaway. And another big save by Korpisalo with the glove. Keeps this one going.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Keep forgetting what day it is. What is today's date? The 10th? Jeez. I've been adding stuff to the wrong Slack all day, guys. That was Jonas Korpisalo last night with a big night. You know what day it is, right? You know what day it is?
Slack did seem a little light today. Now that you mention it.
Yeah, if you look at it, it's from. I thought it was the 9th all day long.
I think I've done that a couple times this week as well.
It's Friday all day long. I've been off. All right, here's what I got quickly on the Bees. We were here last night. We worked the game. They won in overtime. It was it's not the greatest games to watch, but man, that third period was great. And the overtime was really good. But we played Korpisalo because although Fraser Minton had the game winner, which is great, you need the secondary scoring. He wasn't hesitant. He actually won the face-off in the defensive zone and just kind of took off, had a guy to his wing, took it himself. So, Fraser Minton deserves all the credit for the game winner last night and probably deserves to be like the highlight. To me, it was Korpisalo. He made 2 incredible saves. The first one was one of the better ones I've seen in a while. The second one, though, was wide open. Connor Bedard, one-on-one, he stoned him. And, like, that's the type of game you lose. And even Marco Sturm said it after the game. He goes, we didn't deserve to win this one tonight. And he was kind of mentioning the defense and goaltending. I thought Swayman was really good in game 1. He was really good. But I don't want to discount those defensemen in front of him. Same thing for Korpisalo last night. His defense helped him. They were short because Hampus Lindholm got hurt again. Who it sounds like it's day-to-day, I guess, is the latest update. They need that defense to be better because the goaltending can do enough when asked. Elias Lindholm continues to score. Middlestat, Janelle, they got in on the act. And Charlie McAvoy has been a really good for 2 games. Considering he missed the rest of last season with somewhat of a scary incident, he's been awesome throwing his body everywhere. Bruins are 2-0, everybody. That plus 400 to make the playoffs. If they can keep games 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 4-3, they're going to the playoffs. They have the defense. They have the goaltending to do it. It's do they have the secondary scoring? And last night, yep, Lindholm got a goal. Back-to-back nights. But it was their secondary scoring and the new guys that helped them out. So Bruins 2-0. They play again tomorrow against Buffalo. We'll take a quick break. We'll give you a quick thought on the Celtics as we hand things over to Grandy and Max. We'll do that next. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
There's a time and a place for everything. Texting, eating, and watching videos. While you're driving, isn't it? In 1 year alone, more than 3,275 people died, and more than 324,000 were injured in crashes involving distracted drivers. So miss the text, not the kid on the bike. Miss the meal, not the person in the crosswalk. Miss the video, not the truck taking a left in front of you. Driving distracted? Not now. Share it with everyone you love. A message from the Rhode Island Police Chiefs Association.
You want to talk about 6 Super Bowls, 6 Stanley Cup championships, 9 World Series wins, 18 NBA championships. You want to talk Boston sports? You're in the right place. Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Coleman! It's electric! Coleman Electric is wasting your time with this commercial. But that's the way it is with advertising. If you're not overweight, with low T, and a flooded basement, half these ads aren't for you. Same with this one for Coleman Electric. We specialize in replacing knob and tube wiring, and you might not even have it. Most people don't even know what it is. Ask a guy if he's going to remove his knob and tube, and he says, "Nah, I can't. My wife wants another kid." No. Let me explain. Many houses around here were built 100 years ago and still have the original wiring. The wires would heat up, so they ran them around little knobs and through tiny tubes and called it knob and tube. But insurance companies call it a stinking fire hazard, and insulation companies won't even call back because they ain't touching it. If you've got knob and tube, join this century and book a free estimate with Coleman Electric to have it replaced. And if you don't have it, sorry we wasted your time. But thanks to your sacrifice, you've helped your knob and tube neighbor. Can I get a tissue? Welling up over here. Kuhlman. Call Coleman. It's electric.
Hi, I'm offensive lineman Caden Wallace. New England football is all about teamwork. Off the field, it's about giving back to our community. That's why I'm teaming up with Heading Home to help end homelessness here in Massachusetts. Learn more at headinghomeINC.org.
Mice scurrying around in the basement, spiders crawling in the shower, stink bugs creeping on every window. Fall in New England means that pests move in, unless you call Burgess Pest, my go-to for pest control. Local, fast, almost 100 years of proven results. BurgessPest.com. Built for New England, built to stop pests.
Apex Entertainment in Marlboro is 100,000 square feet of pure fun. Hey, this is New England kicker Andy Borgalis, and this season, with every field goal I kick, Apex will be donating $100 to support autism education and research at the New England Center for Children. So, be sure to come to Apex and enjoy attractions such as go-karts, bowling, laser tag, sports simulators, mini golf, arcade, and much more. Apex is also your best option for birthday parties, holiday parties, and team building events. For more information, check out Apex on social media or go to apexentertainment.com.
Join 98.5 The Sports Hub and Coors Light for a football viewing party on Sunday from 1 to 3 at Park City at 411 Dorchester Ave in South Boston. There will be prizes and giveaways, including a chance to win a rivalry New England football jersey courtesy of Coors Light. This football season, choose chill, choose Coors Light. Must be 21 plus, celebrate responsibly.
Kids eat free at the 99 every Sunday in October. Kids get a free meal from the kids menu with every adult entree purchased. You gotta love the Nines.
This hour of the Sports Hub brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 50% off an extra oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people.
The first annual Merrimack, New Hampshire Food Truck and Craft Beer Festival comes to Anheuser-Busch Brewery on Saturday, October 18th. Enjoy food from over 25 of the best food trucks in New England and some of the finest craft beer, wine, and spirit selections. Come hungry and thirsty. Tickets are just $10, but get yours in advance online now for half off. Doors open at 12 noon, and special VIP packages are also available with an 11 a.m. early entry. Visit foodtruckfestivalsofamerica.com for a complete lineup of food trucks, breweries, and more festival information. See you there.
Felger and Maz are just his pregame.
They've been getting wholesale deals for years.
It's Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
It's going to be on right here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Grandy and Max are on the call. Toronto. Yeah. Exciting. Hey, real quick, before we get into the Celtics, I just wanted to mention that we hear your requests about the podcast that we have going on. This is guys, I'm making an executive decision. Going forward, just go to YouTube. Search 98.5 The Sports Hub. The Joe Murray Show actually has a watch list that you can watch every episode, everything that we do, the shorts, the videos, everything. It's right there on YouTube. And it's uncensored and unedited. So when you say, hey, why is the show up on the podcast? Just know what I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to advise River and Street Team Joe and intern Mark from Curry and anyone else that's on the night show. I'm going to encourage all of them to say every show is on YouTube, unedited and uncensored. That's it. Anything else to add, Skaz?
I co-sign your message.
Thank you. All right. I've never made an executive decision on the show before. Feel like it was felt powerful, you know? So watch on YouTube. YouTube! Watch list. Joe Murray Show. Uncensored. You get to hear all this stuff that comes in. All right, well, we got the Celtics basketball tonight, everybody. The starting lineup is out. The starting lineup's out. Peyton Pritchard starting at point guard tonight. Anthony Simons in the game. Josh Minot, my guy. Chris Boucher, Bobby Boucher. And Neemias Queta, double big lineup there, Skaz. Actually, they're pretty big tonight if you really look at it. With Minot at the 3, Boucher, and then Neemias Queta. So we're going to see a different look. Last game, we saw some of the other starters. Jaylen Brown had the 21 points in the first quarter there. So, first half, excuse me. So, overall, we get a look at the Celtics. The win total is something I haven't really dug into yet. But the number 40, 41, 40, 41, whatever it is, how do you not think over? But then I go back to why did they make the number 40? Wasn't it 60, 61, 62, like the last couple of years? Are the Celtics really going to be 20 games worse than they were a year ago? I'm just not buying it. So right now, without really looking into it and giving you an educated analysis on it, Over. Oh, and then there's the report of this. Jason Tatum says he wants to play this season. I would love to see it. I think what's in the best interest of the Boston Celtics is Jason Tatum being healthy and a full go. Not after the season, but if he's back late in the year, I think it would be a very positive for the Boston Celtics. But I know he wants to come back. Maybe they're in it. They should be in it. The Celtics are going to be in it. So I lean over 40 games. I just need to kind of stretch that one out a little bit. But hey, new look lineup tonight. Simons, Minot, Boucher. We'll even see a little Neemias Queta at the 5. So we got Celtics basketball coming up next. We'll hand things over to Sean Grandy and Cedric Maxwell, two of the best in the business who have been doing it for way over 30 years, I believe. How long has it been? I feel like it's 30 years. I know Tommy and those guys did it for that long. How many years, Grandy? You tell us next. We'll hand it over to them. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. He's the media group station. This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, and by Comcast Business.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
It is banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Granty and Cedric Maxwell.
I mean, could it finally be that time again? 5 months after we signed off for a raucous and celebratory scene at Madison Square Garden, launching the NBA's best team over the last decade into an offseason of uncertainty, shoved off their spot atop the game, shoved off the cliff by the unseen but very real abstractions that have made every Celtic fan blanch over the last few months. The CBA, the second apron, the repeater tax, all those things that give you chills. Those are what shoved the Celtics off the cliff and into a brand new basketball world. 5 months later, we are back. Grandy and Max, yes, if you don't think time has flown, we begin our silver anniversary 25th season together when we start this thing for real at TD Garden opening night a week from Wednesday. In the meantime, we will navigate this preseason with you. Celtics in Toronto tonight after that kind of win on Wednesday in Memphis that did, well, whatever you wanted it to do for your Celtic psyche. Up-tempo, high volume of shots, defense into offense, forcing a lot of turnovers, all of it on display in an easy road win, the kind we have become accustomed to after 3.5 years as the best road team in the history of the game. But we all know it's going to be a little more complicated and a little more difficult than that. So many issues, so little time. What is the upside for this year's version of the Celtics? Are there more moves coming? Who should start? Can they defend with an entirely unproven front court? And, of course, Max and I were debating Jason Tatum's return when we left you 5 months ago. We will pick up where we left off now that it seems the basketball world has joined our conversation. A week from Wednesday, we will start all this up for real, the bells and the whistles, and our always eventful pregame conversation with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla, the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA. Celtics tonight that you have come to know and love. In the meantime, Max and I will spend the next couple of hours trying to catch you up on everything that has happened in the last 5 months. A summer review, season preview, while the Celtics take on the Raptors in Toronto on the 98.5 The Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Get more at your door with all new Blink Video Doorbell. Get more connections.
Hey, I'm here for a first date.
More deliveries.
Hi, I have tacos for two.
Oh, thanks. We'll be right down. And more memories.
Babe, come down. I have a surprise.
All new Blink Video Doorbell with 2-year battery, head-to-toe HD view, and simple setup. Shop now at Amazon.com/Blink.
It's time to start a healthy relationship with your money. With Navigant Credit Union, there are no hidden fees, great interest rates, and support that puts you first. Make the switch today. Navigant Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Scott Zolak, quarterback, TV personality, radio host, father. But did you know he's also fluent in multiple languages? Scott Zolak, along with Mark Bertrand. 10 years of middays on the Sports Hub and anytime on the Sports Hub app.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Looking for things to do this fall? There's tons of things to do when you hop on board the commuter rail. What, you don't believe me? Just visit massbytrain.com/things to do to see fun fall trip ideas on every commuter rail line. Head to a brewery, go on a hike, to a fall festival, or to the garden for a game. And nothing is scarier in October than traffic to Salem. So if you're heading to the Witch City, enjoy extra weekend service to and from Salem all October for haunted happenings. Ooh. Ride with $10 weekends. Plus, kids 11 and under always ride free. Get tickets on board or with the M-Ticket app.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Head into the 99 restaurant for hot, hearty helpings. Dig into our home-style chicken pot pie with tons of chicken and a flaky crust. Or warm your belly with our classic Yankee pot roast loaded with slow-simmered beef. So grab your friends and come on in. You gotta love the Nines.
Attention law enforcement. You took an oath to protect and serve. To keep your family, your neighborhood safe. But in too many cities, dangerous illegals walk free as police are forced to stand down. Join ICE and help us catch the worst of the worst. Drug traffickers, gang members, predators. Join the mission to protect America with bonuses up to $50,000 and generous benefits. Apply now. Join.ice.gov and fulfill your mission.
Lowe's knows pros want more. Join My Lowe's Pro Rewards for free to get $20 off your first qualifying purchase of $100 or more just for signing up. Plus, enjoy free standard shipping and more ways to save on your next job. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer valid for new members only. Not valid with any other discount. Free standard shipping not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/pro-loyalty for details. Subject to change.
At National Grid, we know home is where you feel your best. That's why we're dedicated to making your home comfortable and energy efficient year-round. With a home energy assessment, you can learn how your home uses energy and receive a custom report with helpful recommendations. You can also learn about energy-saving solutions such as insulation, air sealing, and more. If you're ready to save energy at home, we'll be there for you every step of the way. Visit ngrid.com/assessment or call 866-527-SAVE to learn more. National Grid is a proud sponsor of Mass Save.
Witches Woods, New England's premier haunted hayride and Halloween scream park, featuring 6 fiendishly fun haunted attractions. For more information, visit us at witcheswoods.com.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
Yeah, it's intense, physical, intense pace. I think the coaching staff has done a good job of setting the tempo and pace of preseason. I think it's probably been my hardest preseason I think I've had from a conditioning standpoint and a physicality standpoint, but that's what we're going to need this season.
And an awful lot of it. Max, not only is the personnel going to be completely different from what we're accustomed to the last couple of years, the way the Celtics played, and we saw it on display in Memphis on Wednesday night, is going to be completely different. And as you like to say, you don't get paid by the word. It's going to be even more so this year.
Oh, okay. Knock yourself out, Sean. That'll be a good job, Dan. What I look for is, all the things that we've been talking about before. We talked about Jalen. We talked about him he has to turn to this alpha all of a sudden. Everybody's looking at him. And so I think it should be some interest. And I think the biggest thing about it, Joe Mazzulla is not going to let these guys lay down. And just the way he coaches. And one thing we've seen over the years
It reminds me a lot of what happened in probably Orlando. And Orlando was not the best team in the world, but they played so hard every single night that they got some wins that other teams weren't ready to play them. And I think that's going to happen with the Celtics.
I have a feeling as we move through this night in particular, when we start to talk about the season ahead in the Eastern Conference, we're going to be talking about the Orlando Magic, who, again, people think they gave the Celtics a really good series in the first round. It was a physical series. It was a tough series that way. Obviously, statistically, it wasn't, as the Celtics advanced to round 2. We all know what happened there. Now, Jaylen Brown will not play tonight. Sam Hauser will not play tonight. Totally different look. The Toronto Raptors, meanwhile, they have a $150 million starting lineup. Talking about expectations now being on Toronto. Of course, none of them will play in this game tonight, so we're not going to be talking about Scotty Barnes or Brandon Ingram, who played his first game for Toronto. They started out west in Vancouver and eventually making their way back. I'm surprised they're not playing their guys in a home game tonight, but whatever. As we said, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser sitting out. Completely different look for the Celtics tonight. Anthony Simons will make his Celtics debut, playing with Peyton Pritchard together in the backcourt. Read nothing into the lineup combinations here in the preseason. Well, first of all, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser are going to be starters. Neemias Queta also did not play the other night. He will start. So will Chris Boucher in his return to Toronto. And Josh Minot, who opened some eyes, as did the rookie Hugo Gonzalez in the game against Memphis on Wednesday. And give me something here. We're going to need a few things in the preseason to look at. But I think Anthony Simons is kind of the guy because he's making his debut tonight. Because everybody knows, as the kids like to say, he's a bucket. But can he defend enough in where the Celtics have virtually no experienced front court defensive players?
Well, will it be a bucket? Will it be a bucket in remaining here? I think that the Celtics can still make some moves. And Simon's contract is a nice-sized contract. And if you're looking to pare down again, then, you know, there might be opportunities again to do something with those particular guys. It's going to be an interesting couple of games. And, you know, obviously playing Philly the first game, but to go down to New York where, you know, they were about to tip the damn bus over. I don't know if you were on the bus that night.
After Game 6. Yeah. I stayed in New York after Game 6, and I had to get out. You know, they have that whole area cordoned off, and a security guy was he pointed me back the way. Obviously, I grew up there, so I knew the back door to Penn Station. And I was able to sneak through, and the last thing I saw was a SUV come barreling out, and then somebody pop out with the throng celebrating, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way that's a player. It's too soon for a player to become. It was Chalamet. It's Timothy Chalamet doing his big celebratory dance.
That was cool, but what was really kind of, I guess, a little frightening was the fact that the people just came towards the bus as we were trying to pull off from the garden, and they started rocking it back and forth. But there was no police out there. I didn't understand how that particular thing happened, but New York is New York.
Well, ask all your guys, Magic Johnson and James Worthy and all those guys, about the bus getting shaken during the finals in '84.
Do I care?
No, as I'm saying, they probably don't care about your experience.
Well, you know what? That's what lawsuits call, John. That bus had flipped over. Let me tell you this: if the bus had flipped over by some way, guess who would be here right now?
Have you been injured in a bus accident?
Guess who would be saying, singing the news? I bet. Oh, yeah. I would have been all over that one. Are you crazy?
Traditional uniforms in Toronto tonight. Celtics in the road green with the white letters and numbers. Toronto with those home whites. Trimmed in red. Neemias Queta, is he going to be the opening night starter against Joel Embiid? Will Joel Embiid even be there on opening night for the 76ers? Many questions in the Eastern Conference that, needless to say, is up in the air. Ochai Agbaji will start. We're going to see the rookie Colin Murray-Boyles, the lottery pick. He is starting with Max's favorite, Sandro Mamukelashvili, Grady Dick, and Jamal Shead for Toronto. Game is underway. Ball's in the hands of Peyton Pritchard. Basically, the entire second unit for Toronto is starting. Peyton Pritchard did not play the other night, coming off the sixth-man award. First touch for Anthony Simons. He turns from the wing, fires and misses the three. Offensive rebound. Josh Minot scoops it up, comes up short. Rebound chased down by Grady Dick, beats his old teammate Chris Boucher.
I
think there are still people, Celtic fans, not that familiar with Chris Boucher. He'll stop and start drive. Jamal Shed flips it up. Mamoukiashvili up fakes the three, and Minot drives right into him. We don't realize that Chris Boucher, by a wide margin, is the oldest player on the Celtics. I think it's not even close.
Now, if a guy's been in the league for a while right now with this team, you really what surprised me? I was hearing Tatum saying it was his 8th year. I was like, whoa, let the time go.
I got bad news for you. It's his 9th year.
That's even worse.
It's Jaylen Brown's 10th year.
Ooh.
Corey Boyle slips out to Grady Dick. Up fake and on Josh Minot. Swings a pass as the shot clock winds down. Sheds three. It was a brick. It was too late anyway.
I wanted to say it, but I'm not. I'm going to say who made that play, who created it, so I'm not.
Probably best.
First game.
At least wait until there's points scored.
First game of the season. He's out of here. No, because words now in this world.
You think?
Yeah.
It's a whole list of topics. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. Pritchard, left-hand dribble, driving against Mamoukiashvili, steps past him, runs it up with the right hand, no good. Still no score in the game. For a minute in. Corey Boyle's up the middle of the floor, swings it out to the corner, waiting is Grady Dick for three.
Nice three. Moving that basketball to the side, get in the middle, look for a couple of cutters.
Anthony Simons pressured along the sidelines. He's wearing the number 4, by the way. Isaiah Thomas fame. Peyton Pritchard steps to his left. Deep three is no good. Celtics took 53 of them Wednesday night in Memphis. Offensive rebound ends up in the hands of Minot. Swung in around the corner to Boucher, who's wearing the number 99. Boucher falls away, gets fouled by Rory Boyles, and he hits the shot, crashing to the ground for the elbow.
Tough little elbow shot then, got right in the middle and elevated nicely. Goes under and hits it with the body. Count that one and one. Nice job.
And of course, why do you know this stuff? These little minutiae details. But Chris Boucher, of course, was teammates with Peyton Pritchard at Oregon. Now he's in his 9th year. He won the championship with Max's new hero, Kawhi Leonard. 3-point play for Boucher. Ties the game.
Why would you go there early? Just because the man wasn't there to put trees in the ground. Wait.
The best no-show job of all time. Shed whips it out to the corner. Unfortunately, there was nobody there except the Toronto bench.
But he wasn't supposed to be there. It was in the contract.
Therein lies the problem. Minot tries a three from the wing, no good. Minot's three did not look good the other night. This is not what he does, but he's a great athlete who can fill passing lanes as he just does here and has to steal. Minot throws back to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard against Rory Boyle, 6'7", South Carolina. Now Anthony Simons in the Celtics debut. Bounce pass back to Pritchard. He's got a clean look from the right side, but his three is no good. Peyton Pritchard is 0 for 3. Celtics as a team 1 for 7 to start here. Just the bucket from Boucher. Mamoukiashvili hand off to Abaji, who drives the baseline. A beautiful reverse that misses everything, but a foul and a scramble for the rebound. It's on Pritchard.
Did they actually get Pritchard for crashing in?
I think they may have gotten
Grady
Simons.
Dick. I thought Grady Dick came over his back. They're getting him 2 shots for this?
They called the foul on Simons.
Preseason, okay.
Grady Dick is obviously a player who has to take a step forward. Toronto's in this interesting spot. And one of the things I love is he missed a free throw. About the way people are sizing up the Eastern Conference is, well, it's wide open. Well, you know what? Come January 5th, there's going to be a lot of teams who are not anywhere close to it. And this was going to be their one chance with Boston and Indiana out of the picture. And Toronto's a team that it'll be unbelievably disappointing if they don't make the playoffs or at least the play-in. Peyton Pritchard watched by Jamal Shed. Our first topic will be the obvious Final 4 teams that everybody's picking. Boucher, high arcing rainbow three from the left corner is no good. Offensive rebound. Minot almost got it to go. But Mamoukiashvili comes up with the rebound. Mamu, as they called him in San Antonio. You can see why from the syllable standpoint. Shed swings it back to Grady Dick. He chases a terrible looking three that's no good. Comes up with his own rebound. Back around the horn it goes. Three from Abaji is no good, and this is a disaster here at the start. It's still 4-3 Toronto in minute number 4. Far cry from the Celtics, who put up 30 points quickly in the game in Memphis the other night. Minot drive. His pass deflected right back to him, and he lays it in.
Better good than lucky, man. That time ball just ping-pongs back to him.
Celtics have their first lead of 5-4.
Carey. Wall.
Michaelis really spins up Minot and runs it in with the left hand.
Don't worry about it, guys.
6-5 is the Toronto lead. Payton Pritchard. Kick out Simons. He's out in the logo at center court. Jamal Shed reaching for it. Keita comes out, sets a high screen. Simons moving to his right. Shed stays in front of him. Good job by Jamal Shed till he's picked off by Keita. No foul. Simons bricks a three. Offensive rebound put back for Boucher.
Well, going to be a lot of rebounds available when you don't have shooters out on the floor.
Celtics were 2 of 11 until that putback. Grady Dick leans in for the left elbow. That's not a good-looking shot. It's no good. And the rebound for Keita. Feeling very much like a preseason game with no stars. Simons.
How about somebody setting a pick here?
Nope. Instead, he'll move it to the corner. Boucher steps to his left away from Abaji and misses a three. Rebound punched in the air and fielded on a hop by Jamal Shed. Scoops ahead to Abaji, drives through 2 men, scoops it up and in, score to the foul.
What you want to do is try to advance the basketball and let the athletic guys catch and deliver. This time a little contact. I'm not sure if it was Simon or was it Pritchard that got in as he running beside him.
Called it on Simons, so that's 2 on Anthony Simons. And the Celtics will get Luka Garza into the game to replace him as Keita.
Damn, I miss Sam Cassell. I miss him. That's why I keep hearing. Since Sam's not going to be around.
Who told you that? I saw him the other night.
I read it on the internet.
A lot of good stuff on that internet.
Absolutely. I was like, Sam Cassell. Oh, Robert Ory said he died in Japan eating sushi. I was like, Jesus.
Have often questioned your algorithms.
I don't know.
You may want to reset them. Minot switches to the left hand as he drives and scores off the window.
How do you reset your algorithms? How do you do that?
I assume it's like resetting your life, right? You should be able to do it. Grady Dick drives, feeling contact. Runner is no good, but he draws a foul. That's a third. If it's Simons, that's 3 on Simons in the first segment of the game. 5:05 gone by. Boston 9, Toronto 9.
Stay tuned.
On the 98.5, the Sports Hub. Celtics, summer cooler, sort of, radio network.
Boston College football is back, and tickets are going fast. The Eagles' matchup against Notre Dame is sold out, and limited tickets remain for games against 2024-25 college football playoff teams Clemson and SMU. Get your tickets before it's too late at bceagles.com.
Put a Reedsbury shed in the backyard this fall and don't pay it off till 2027 with 18-month 0% financing on every shed. Order this week and we guarantee delivery before Thanksgiving. But 0% financing ends this weekend. So stop in today or shop online at reedsbury.com. For a new shed this fall, make the call. 18 months, 0%. You got a good one. Reedsbury.
If your pet needs care, but your vet is closed and you don't want a long wait at the ER, then Veterinary Urgent Care Center is here for your pet's urgent needs. With 8 locations in Massachusetts and Rhode Island, VUCC is open 7 days a week and welcomes walk-ins daily. Book an appointment at veturgentcare.com or walk into any of VUCC's locations in Braintree, Dedham, East Providence, Easton, Narragansett, Plymouth, Saugus, and Worcester. Compassionate, convenient, high-quality care when you and your pet need it most. Veterinary Urgent Care Center. Urgent care for your pet's urgent needs.
Hi, it's Amanda Meads from Rapid Flow here with my daughter Mia. Mia, there's a lot of drain companies on the radio, but there's only one that's trusted by Mass DOT and Massport. Can you guess which one? Rapid Flow? You got it. In this season, you may have friends or fans come in to watch the game at your home or business. So what's the last thing you want on game day? A sewer backup. No question. So get the permanent fix now with our no-dig pipelining technology. Call 800-286-FLOW or visit rapidflowinc.com.
With Rapid Flow, one call solves it all.
Witches Woods. New England's premier haunted hayride and Halloween scream park, featuring 6 fiendishly fun haunted attractions. For more information, visit us at witcheswoods.com. Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
So a lot of discussion this year about who is going to start, Peyton Pritchard or Anthony Simons. And the general feeling is Peyton Pritchard's going to be the starter on opening night. But you remember, Max, what happened. It's one of the things I know you will remember. When he did get the start at home in Portland last year, he picked up 3 fouls almost immediately and had to come out of the game. Anthony Simons starting tonight for the first time as a Celtic. Guess what just happened? 3 fouls in the first 5 minutes.
Now has to be relegated to the bench.
Where he will join Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Sam Hauser. Jason Tatum is on the trip, by the way.
Jason Tatum has been all over the place.
You think?
I'm at basable games. He was at Duke, for the introduction of their college basketball.
He's the GM now, so to speak. He's going to work for Duke basketball.
He has been all over the place. I saw him at all these baseball games. But the one thing he may mention, and I know you and I are going to talk about it, but he said, I have not worked 6 out of 7 days on rehab, really, to throw the season away. And I'm like, whoa.
1 of 2 free throws for Grady Dick and an offensive rebound for Toronto, with the Raptors leading 10-9. Grady Dick shut off by Garza, step back, fall away, no good. Man, he's got free reign with all the starters out tonight. He's already taken 4 shots in the first 6 minutes. Peyton Pritchard down the right side, puts in the hands of Garza, hand back to Peyton Pritchard, runs back behind that 3-point line and hits.
Pritchard still the same little pit bull bulldog that you love to see competing.
You and I were debating the Jason Tatum situation as early as Game 5. Like the next 2 nights later, we were debating it. And it is apparent now as Murray Boyles will miss a 3. Toronto now 1 of 4 from distance. Celtics 1 of 8. Bounce pass lead. Pritchard gets in close, scoops it up, and gets the bounce.
Nice little pass there.
14-10, 4-point lead for the Celtics. Shed, a little stop and go. Lays it up with the right hand, no good. And the Raptors are inventing shots to miss here. 3 of 10 to start the game. Almokalis-Feely picks it off the floor, moves to the Jamal Shed, and he bricks a 3. Celtics saw the Memphis C team on Wednesday. This is the B team for Toronto tonight. Almokalis-Feely dribbles it off the foot of Garza. Out of bounds, and Toronto will keep it. And here we are 5 months later. My feeling immediately was that if there was an opportunity for Jason Tatum to play, that he should play. I know you disagree with that. That was in May. It is beyond apparent that Jason Tatum is going to be ready much sooner than anybody thought.
Okay. Well, he might be, but again, he has to be cleared, and also at the same time, the team has to know what direction they want to go in.
Well, that part B that you bring up is the interesting one, because I don't think that's going to keep Tatum off the floor. Grady Dick bounce pass, scooping with the left hand up and in is Jonathan Bobo. Chucky Hepburn is in the game as well for Toronto. Xavier Tillman off the Boston bench. Taylor Shireman in for the first time. Shireman bounce pass back to Peyton Pritchard. Going to move it left side. Boucher finds the open man. It's Minot in the corner, and he knocks down a 3.
So Minot is not afraid to put that basketball up. Good size. Defends well.
Yeah, you're going to love him defensively. As the kids say, he's got hops. Pulling his way in and then scoring with the left-hand hook is Murray Boyles. They really like their lottery pick here. 9th pick in the draft. Tillman lost some weight in the offseason, sets the high screen. Pritchard, stutter step in the paint, throws a prayer of a shot in traffic, no good. And Toronto has the rebound. Outlet, Grady Dick has a step on Minot, lays it up and in. He had to change the trajectory of that layup because Minot was closing in on him, but he's able to score at 17-16. Celtics by 1.
If we somehow get this game to go to overtime.
You're on your own for that. You could do it. Pritchard, deep 3 is good from the right side.
Pritchard is going to have the green light. He's going to be as confident as ever about shooting the basketball. Just stay healthy.
These are the games he always went crazy. Remember, we used to call him Mr. October because he'd have these crazy preseason games. Murray Boyles up, fakes the lefty 3, drives on Tillman, gets to the cup and scores. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla.
Good drive then by Boyles. This time he used the right hand to kick it off the window.
4:07 to go, opening quarter. 20-18, Celtics on top. 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire. You'll get more than you expect with McValue at McDonald's. So when you've spent too much on a night out, get deals on the after party. When you've got date night, get deals on favorites that'll make you their favorite. And when you've got family for the weekend, we've got breakfast.
It only takes $5 to fire up the flavor with the hot and spicy McChicken in the $5 meal deal. Or $6 to savor a McDouble in the $6 meal deal. Price and participation may vary. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. Bet on gridiron action and earn perks on every game like hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code RADIO20X and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 20 bets.
Open to new users in Massachusetts who are 21 and older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings, $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org.
BJ's Wholesale Club has always been proud to offer great prices every day.
In this economy? Almost sounds too good to be true.
These prices are very true, and at BJ's, they're great, not good. That's great prices every day, no matter the economy, including 3-pound rotisserie chickens, just $4.99. Wellesley Farms Deli Honey Hams, $6.99 a pound. Plus great prices every day on everything in the club. Join at bjs.com/join and make BJ's your destination for savings every day.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Max's Player to Bank On, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank.
Whoa.
Managing your business,
Sure.
right? That's right. Just got a whole lot easier.
Payment Pritchard.
Okay, we're not there yet. With CSB's new partner services, process payment, manage payroll, enjoy online banking. Get started at clintonsavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF. What if I said you had to pick someone who's in the game now?
Look on the floor. Cada.
By the way, Simons is back in with the 3 fouls. Simons out there with Cada, Garza, Ron Harper Jr., we'll get a look at this camp, and Hugo Gonzalez, who...
Open eyes.
He did. Tough pass by Simons, just lobbing it in as the count was about to reach 5, but it's going to result in a loose ball foul, I believe, on Jamison Battle. Seems like we saw this lineup before because the Celtics and Raptors have played so many preseason games the last couple of years. Celtics, like most road arenas, had a long winning streak snapped in Toronto in January. Had that really bad performance. Really, the only uneven part of last year was that mid-season had the bad game at OKC. Then they went up to Toronto. Simons will trigger the inbound, and now another foul. This one, I think, before the ball came in. It's Cada.
And that's another thing.
Walter.
When a big is playing out there with a lot of people he does not know, now he has to fend for his own. So he's not going to get a lot of easy shot opportunities unless he works that glass. Now it's a Tommy Heinsohn special. If they're not passing it to you, go get the ball, babe.
Can Toronto move into the top 6 in the East? Jacoby Walter misses from the corner. That wasn't a rhetorical question. Feel free to chime in.
Heard you on the road.
No, it's just it's more of a podcast for the game, especially the way they're shooting another brick of a 3, an offensive rebound. That was a bit of a struggle for the Celtics in the second half. They stopped extending their lead, but they stopped getting defensive rebounds in Memphis on Wednesday. Mobile on the inside, fumbles it. Taken away by Cada.
Set a pick, Cada.
Third turnover for Toronto here in the first quarter. Memphis had over 20 of them. That is the number that Celtic fans want to see. Simon's little pocket pass for Garza rolling to the basket. He draws a foul. That, as Max is about to tell you, was a tough pass for a big man to handle, but Garza got his hands on it.
Well, if you want to get in the game and you get an opportunity, you better catch the basketball because there's not a lot of stuff happening in the paint. Good pass, drive in, got the contact, got the harm, shoot a couple of free throws. The game can be a very easy game if you don't overthink it.
Garza at the free throw line. First one comes up short. All right, let's cobble our way through this. See where you're on board. The consensus is that New York and Cleveland are the top two teams.
Yes.
Okay. Is
Orlando.
Orlando is the consensus third best team. Now, to me, it starts to get a little dicey. Generally speaking, Detroit and Atlanta are sort of seeded those 4 and 5 spots. Are you with that?
They should be making a move. Yes.
All right. Then it gets really interesting. Free throw, 1 of 2 for Garza. So we're at 21-18. Celtics by 3.
Interesting if you're saying Toronto spent all this money. They're not one of those top 6 teams.
Well, again, we've gotten to 5, and now you've got basically the hopeful pack for what would be the 6th playoff spot if it goes the way people think it will with the first 5. Baylor Shireman reaches in and commits the foul.
Does Charlotte make any noise this year?
No.
Does Miami make any noise this year?
Probably. And that's Miami is in the who on earth knows when we start to get to the 6th spot, because there are people that will tell you Milwaukee and Philadelphia have a shot at the conference finals. There were people who would tell you that Milwaukee and Philadelphia are going to be train wreck disasters, especially now that Philadelphia always has the issues. Now it's very clear, as charming as he is when he gets in front of a microphone, it is beyond clear that Giannis at least is getting a whiff of the outside and life after Milwaukee. Another free throw miss, this one by Martin. Elijah Martin, we're still at 21-19. Celtics up by 2. Shireman, one dribble, gets in deep. Mobo waiting in the paint. Shireman, bailout bounce pass for Minot. Shot clock winding down, so you go to Pritchard. He'll take the deep 3. It's no good. And the rebound for Mobo. Pritchard has taken 8 shots in 9 minutes. Get used to that. Walton tried the fancy move to draw a foul. Tillman knocked the ball away. Pritchard's off to the races. He beats Mobo down the court and lays it in.
And Pritchard running the passing lane.
And a foul on Toronto in the backcourt. Shireman got shoved as Toronto was trying to run on a fast break.
Shireman tried to come up and get the basketball, and it was a backpick set.
Spent some time the other night with Joe Mazzulla, and he is in great spirits, regardless of what people think about what this year is going to be. Pritchard bounce pass, cutting baseline, Boucher, 2-hand slam. Celtics have their largest lead up by 6.
All right, in that passing lane, this time, defenders kind of went to sleep on the backside, and Pritchard hit him.
6 assists, only 1 turnover for the Celtics here. Jamison battle up, fakes the 3, steps to his right, hands to Mobo, drives on Shireman, runs it too hard off the glass. Tillman has the rebound, quick outlet Shireman.
That's another guy, Tillman. I would love to see him make a bounce back.
Look at an opportunity. Shireman, double jump step, and then awkwardly with a left hand runs it up and in.
Shireman is a guy I've looked at, and I really think that he's, wow, he's barking right now at the referees in this exhibition game. Whoa. Yeah.
That's your Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah.
27-19. It's an 8-point Celtic lead. All right. So as you start, to me, I'm not with you on Charlotte.
I didn't know if I got quizzes today, but go ahead.
We have 2.5 hours here. This is, remember the Celtic summer cooler? That's what this is tonight.
Charlotte should make some noise though. This should be a much better.
Define noise. Are you moving them out of the bottom 3?
Yes, I am.
All right, then who are you putting in?
That's going to be interesting.
So let's work from the bottom.
Well, we'll go at Washington.
Washington and Brooklyn, right?
Bottom. Mm-hmm.
And Brooklyn. So then everybody has Charlotte in the 3rd spot, but you want to put somebody else.
You know what? And the reason I do, I just keep looking at the talent they have. I think they're coached well. They're going to have, some guys coming back. And Miles Bridges, I think, is going to have another kind of breakout year. And look at their Knipple. the high pick going from Duke. I mean, they should be a lot better. And really that depends on if ball is healthy. If he can finally cobble together a year, he can play 70 games. I think they make a leap.
So Milwaukee and Philadelphia, that's going to be the next question. Where are you on that?
Obviously I like Milwaukee more than I like Philly because I just don't believe.
Jamison battle, bricks one from the corner, hits the side of the backboard. Toronto was 1 of 8 from 3, and by the degree of their misses, they should be 1 for 20. They are not close. So they're starting 5 all sitting tonight. It's a pretty good starting 5. Honestly, Toronto's to make the move. Pritchard, a little stop and go down the left side, misses a layup. Had all kinds of shots missed here in this first quarter. Lead in the left corner. It's Hepburn's 3 that's no good. Boucher, the former Raptor, will bring the Celtics into the front court. Final minute of the first quarter. Celtics by 8. Coming off a 20-point win in Memphis on Wednesday. Memphis, they just cannot get out of their own way health-wise. What a disaster to start the year. Skip pass from Pritchard, finds Shireman in the corner. Shot clock down to 1. Fall away from the corner. Air ball, shot clock violation. Raptors will get it with 32 seconds to go. All right, so I think we all like Milwaukee, but that's only one guy. And he's still playing, Lillard is gone. Obviously, you got Miles Turner now.
Well, he's still one of the best players right now.
I agree.
In the league. And if you have Miles Turner come over, he's healthy. It's just hard for me not to see them.
I know they're still playing Kyle Kuzma 35 minutes, right? Jamison battle in the paint. Martin for Jacoby Walter down the right side against Boucher. Return it to Martin. Shot clock down to 4. It's a good defensive set here for the Celtics. Martin step back 3. No good front iron. Rebound Minot. Celtics have 8 seconds. Pritchard moving to his left. Attacking the paint. Runs it up. Off the glass. No good. Rebound Martin. And that is how the first quarter will come to an end. As Celtics defensively, again, not seeing the Raptors A team, but they hold Toronto to 33% shooting. 1 of 11 from 3. At the end of 1, they lead by 8. Boston 27, Toronto 19 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Those 3 things together, it makes that sweet. The NBA season is officially here, and we're going hard from start to finish. Every player is showing out. All 30 teams are locking in. To win it all in this league, fans and players need to give everything. All season long. The American Express NBA Tip-Off begins October 21st on ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
Catches Law is more than a law firm. It's New England's hometown team, serving the same community that our lawyers grew up in, with integrity and care to get the results you deserve. Need legal help? Call Catches Law today. There's no fee unless you win. Catches Law has recovered over $3 billion for the people from New England.
To succeed in today's tech-forward business world, you need skills that keep pace with tomorrow's challenges. At Northeastern University's DeMoore McKim School of Business, we believe our signature approach to experiential learning gives you the skills, insight, and confidence employers demand. Ready to make your mark? Connect with us at our Ask Me Anything event on October 15th. Save your spot at northeastern.edu/business events.
At Meineke, doing car care right means Meineke certified technicians fix whatever your car needs. They fix it right and back it up with nationwide warranties. Brakes? They do that. Tires? Yep, they do that. Engine repairs, air conditioning, tune-up, suspension, alignments, oil changes. Meineke does it all. See for yourself. Visit Meineke.com today and schedule an appointment. Each Meineke is independently owned and operated. Trust your key with Meineke, doing car care right.
Head into the 99 restaurant for hot, hearty helpings. Dig into our home-style chicken pot pie with tons of chicken and a flaky crust. Or warm your belly with our classic Yankee pot roast loaded with slow-simmered beef. So grab your friends and come on in. You gotta love the Nines.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
To the second quarter we go in our Celtics Summer Review podcast. Watch along preseason night here. Grandy and Max just feeling things out. We're talking about the Eastern Conference and where the Celtics sort of fit in that mix. And isn't that sort of the beauty of this season that we're about to embark upon, is that you really have no earthly idea where this team is going to land, or even if it's going to look like this team come them come mid-season. Pass to the corner is missed. Out of bounds. This is going to be a Toronto turnover. That was Martin who couldn't handle the pass. Really love to see those turnover numbers piling up on the other side. That's something that the Celtics under Joe Mazzulla have. It's the one thing they have not done. They have not turned teams over. They have not played at a high pace, which they will. Simon's turnover, 2-on-1 the other way. Layup no good, but Shireman makes sure that Jacoby Walter will earn it at the free throw line.
Well, Shireman, to me, had a couple of brilliant games last year.
He did.
Where he opened my eyes and said, man, this cat can play. He has a great knowledge of the game. He's not the fastest guy, but I think he's a good shooter. He's very intelligent when I watch him, and seems to have a lot of confidence.
He's a playground passer. I mean, he's got that game.
Okay, I'll give it to you. So.
Also 25 years old. Celtics have this, obviously Baylor Shireman, older than Jordan Walsh, who also is not playing tonight. We got Hugo Gonzalez, who's in the game very quickly and came back out, just played a minute and a half in the first quarter. You remember when the Celtics acquired Wally Szczerbiak in that trade? 2 weeks later, Hugo Gonzalez was born. So, yeah, 19 years old, born in 2006.
Okay, well, how many of these players were around when I played?
Yeah, well, that is sort of run its course. We're lucky if any of the broadcasters in the league were still around when you played.
When I got on the plane that time and I was older than everybody, including the pilot, that was disturbing to me.
I think the first time, there are two moments you remember. The first time that your pilot is younger than you, and then Lawrence Frank was a big one to me, because I think most men, not you who played professionally, but most of us remember the day that somebody younger than us made it to the major leagues or made it to the NBA, thus officially ending the dream that we all had when we were kids. But Lawrence Frank became the first head coach who was younger than me, and that was sort of a jarring moment of, you're older than you think you are. We get some free throws coming early in the second quarter with the Celtics up by 8. Hugo Gonzalez is going to come back in.
You know what? They were checking in to see if that was a flagrant.
Yeah. That's why I no-sold it, because there was no way it was going to be a flagrant. Now, the one thing people will have to get used to, again, so LeBron James' streak of playing opening night ends. 22 in a row. He will not play because of sciatica, if you didn't think he was getting old. Steal in the backcourt. Toronto has it back. Battle will launch a three and finally hits one. So LeBron James' streak of 22 consecutive opening days ends, but Max's streak of 30 consecutive years not going to the broadcast meetings is intact. So we've got the new...
That will remain intact.
The new, rules and points of emphasis to talk about. But really, I think the biggest adjustment for NBA fans this year, Xavier Tillman in the front court, going to hand it to Simon. Simons will attack the right side, scoops it over Mamakelashvili and scores his first points as a Celtic.
What did you learn this time? That's going to be a point of emphasis. That's going to disappear. Over the week.
The point of emphasis for fans this year isn't going to be about the change of rules. It's going to be about the massive changes in the broadcast schedule and where the games are going to be on what night. It's funny because we've got a national TV game Sunday night as Walter floats one up, no good, air ball, Boucher falling out of bounds, has no choice but to throw it away, and Toronto will get it back.
Let me say I have with Boucher then, because your guards out there on the floor are running away from the ball. Point guards come to get the basketball, but now these guys are trying to get out on the break.
Now Simons will come out and chase Hepburn. I'm not doing the impression. They'll fall away from Walter, takes the front iron, no good. First of all, nobody, talk about dating yourself. Simons, left-hand dribble, coming strong, dotted line, throws it through Tillman, and ends up in the hands of Gonzalez in the corner, misses a three. Offensive rebound, Boucher jumps over everybody and taps it in.
Yeah, just jumped up high and went and just got his fingertips on that basketball, redirected it up towards the rim.
31-23, Celtics by 8. 2 minutes into the second quarter, Mamakelashvili misses a three, and Boucher grabs the rebound. Because for years you've gotten accustomed to, why not? Great dribble around Walter, scoops it up, no good. Offensive rebound tapped in by Gonzalez.
Gonzalez is a heady player. He has a nose for the ball.
He's way beyond his years, and obviously that comes from being in the Real Madrid system. really going to enjoy some of the highlights this team's going to generate. Battle, falling down to the paint. Kicks out. Mamukashvili missed a three.
Just missed one on the left side. Try one on the right side.
Toronto is 2 of 13 from three, which is why they trail by 10. Tillman returns to Simons. Out of logo at center court.
I'm seeing a lot more hand contact here.
Yep. Remember, sort of laid back on that midway through last year. Simons' little jump pass towards Gonzalez got fouled. So Sunday we have an old school ESPN game with Mark Jones and Doris Burke, because the Cleveland Cavaliers are coming in on Sunday night. Talk about teams with some pressure. Cleveland and New York, and this is the point. How many spots are there? There's only 2 spots in the conference finals, and all these teams we're talking about: New York, Cleveland, Orlando, Atlanta, Detroit, Philadelphia, Milwaukee. It's going to be a lot of disappointed teams in the Eastern Conference who's one chance here, with Halliburton and Jason Tatum missing most of the year, if not all of it. Shireman and safe with Anthony Simons. Shen reaching with that left hand. Gonzalez ambles out instead of screen. Simons goes the other way, uses the Garza screen. Shed on his shoulder. Simons tough contested 19-footer. It's not a good shot, but an offensive rebound. Garza has it ripped away, loose on the floor, while Mamukashvili comes up with it. Give Martin the credit for that steal. Here's Martin filling the passing lane and then throwing back out, deflected by Simons, put it into the hands of Jamal Shed. Shed has it back right side, bounce pass by Mamukashvili. Rowland gets fouled, and they'll get some free throws.
For the contact, driving towards the basket. You don't see a lot of stuff in the paint anymore. Everything is on the outside looking for threes, but opportunities are going to be there. I found it interesting in the game when I saw Memphis playing, and I looked around and I said, man, and saw Brown got a little testy with a push. This is a good, okay. And we have to talk about this because this is what we do. But boy, really disturbing to hear about Paul Peters.
Yeah, no question. This was on Tuesday night. Paul Pierce asleep in his car in Los Angeles and was arrested for suspicion of operating under the influence. Free throw is good for Mamukashvili, Boston by 8.
Is he sleep parked?
There was, as there often is, there's construction and huge delays. And he fell asleep in his car while everybody was waiting, and then cars kept going, and that's what the police report said.
Wow. He did it.
Over to his right, Anthony Simons. Step back away from Mamukashvili. Forced a three, no good. And rebound for Jamal Shed. Long lead ahead of the field. Caught and slammed home by Martin.
Martin runs the floor. Strong, athletic guy.
Simons pressured in the backcourt. It's not been a great debut half here for Anthony Simons. Moves to the left side of Tillman. Return to Simons left side and away from the play. There's a Raptor down. I think this foul is going to be on Toronto.
These exhibition games, I remember playing in them. We played in so many more. I think we had probably played maybe about 10 or 12. And I think we played the Lakers twice in LA one time. I was like, what in the world? But we would go on 10 games for exhibition. Now these guys have it down to 4 and 5. I think is really good.
And for the last few years, at least there's a little more, I would say, interest in these games. But there's things to look for. Simons, deep three, no good again. Offensive rebound in and out of the hands of Boucher, but he's got it back. Boucher pressured under the basket. They try to tie him up, making Queta scoop pass back out, deflected and stolen. And the Raptors back the other way, down by 6. Shed leans in, banks it, no good. Offensive rebound, that is no good for Mobo. Third time Martin comes up with it, and that's a ball Garza has to grab instead of swatting at it. He had a big rebounding game in Memphis. 6 on the shot clock, left corner. Martin lines up a 3. He's set, and he knocks it down. It's been a great sequence for Martin.
Running the passing lane, getting the 3. I'm watching, they are letting them be real physical with the hands right now. Foul from the three-point line here. Simon's going to shoot three.
Harden was the second-round pick. Finished at Florida after a couple of years at Florida Atlantic. But for the Celtics, here's the point. The last few years, you knew who was going to play. You knew what the 8 or 9-man rotation was going to be. There wasn't anything to be determined in the preseason. And there obviously is this year, even though the general feeling is if you think the Celtics are going to have an 8-man rotation on opening night, you're not paying attention. I mean, this is going to be what the Indiana Pacers did last year. There's going to be 10 or 11 guys that play, and they are going to run, and if you don't run, you're coming out. And the idea is you catch an older team like Golden State and the Clippers, maybe on the second night of a back-to-back or on the middle of a road trip, and you just run them until they can't run anymore.
Why would you say that your Clipper guy was my hero? Why would you say that?
Because no one has ever been paid more to do nothing.
Think about that one.
Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I'm surprised you didn't start Googling that company and looking for a gig.
Hey.
1 or 2 free throws. Simon's only got 2 free throws there. He missed one of them, 36-30, and more contact and bodies on the floor. His foul's going to be on Hugo Gonzalez. That'll bring us to a timeout. 6:59 to go in the first half. Celtics up 36-30 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Get ready, football fans. Nothing goes better with football than an ice-cold, refreshing Coors Light. Catch all the action this weekend at Brantley's at 4432 Washington Street in Roslindale. When the game heats up and every play counts, choose chill, choose Coors Light.
Roofing? Mario's. Siding? Mario's. Windows? Mario's. Skylights? Just call Mario's.
Hi, this is Stephen Goulston, owner of Mario's Quality Roofing, Siding, Windows, and Skylights. Homeowners choose Mario's Roofing because we're fair, honest, and provide quality services. Call Mario's Roofing today for a free estimate, 781-344-2420. Visit us at mariosroofing.com. Mario's Roofing, we won't soak you to keep you warm and dry.
The deals are hot during our Red Hot Sales event, exclusively and only at Imperial Cars. Get discounts of up to 10% off across our entire inventory of hundreds of new and over 1,200 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with finance rates as low as 0%. Plus, we'll make your first 3 payments or choose a getaway trip to Orlando, Las Vegas, or a cruise. Plus, we have hundreds of vehicles that qualify for the federal tax loan deduction of up to $10,000. Plus, no payments till next year on some of our most popular models. Don't miss the Red Hot deals exclusively and only at Imperial Cars.
New England's hair loss expert is Dr. Matthew Lepresti at Leonard Hair Transplant Associates. Check out what Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports shared about his hair transplant with Dr. Lepresti.
And that's game over for any chick. It's like, oh, Prez is bringing the thunder in the front and the party in the back. I may even go man bun. So, yeah, I'm loud and proud. I got hair transplant surgery. Deal with it. I'm coming for you, America.
Call 1-800-GET-HAIR for your free hair loss consultation with Leonard Hair Transplant Associates.
Mice scurrying around in the basement, spiders crawling in the shower, stink bugs creeping on every window. Fall in New England means that pests move in, unless you call Burgess Pest, my go-to for pest control. Local, fast, almost 100 years of proven results. BurgessPest.com. Built for New England, built to stop pests.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
4 preseason games for the Celtics. This is the second of the 4. A couple of home games Sunday against Cleveland, ESPN games Sunday night. And these same Toronto Raptors will be in on Wednesday, and the Celtics will get a full week off. No Tuesday night opener for the first time in forever. No game on Christmas Day for the first time ever. Still a bunch of national TV games. And it's going to be a learning process this year in which the city of Boston went absolutely berserk when the Red Sox clinching game was on Apple TV. But that is the way of it. The age of the regional sports network has just about reached its conclusion. So
you keep saying
learn how to stream.
You saying that.
Well, it's happening.
Yeah.
I think, as I said, the hardest part, Celtics lead this game by 6 midway through the second quarter. The hardest part for fans is they're so accustomed to, well, ESPN was Wednesday and TNT was Thursday, and obviously it's all changed here with NBC kind of taking over the lead package in many ways, and some games will be on Peacock, Amazon Prime. We're going to be a part of the first Amazon Prime game at Madison Square Garden, game 2 for the Celtics to be in New York. Jamal Shed, bounce pass for Mobo. Pick and roll down the middle of the floor. 2-hand slam, 36-32. But Boston and Toronto figure to be two teams in this sort of wild pack for who's going to finish 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th to play in. Entry to Garza. Garza fouled by Mobo. He'll get some free throws here. We could, Max, we could have a play-in game in Toronto. That wouldn't be surprising. A little extra trip in April.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Fun fact, the Celtics played in the first ever play-in game in the NBA, beating Washington. Tatum had 50.
You've been looking for that for a long time, trying to get to Toronto during the spring.
My whole dream was to have a Boston-Toronto playoff series, and when we finally got it, COVID. You and I sat in the Celtics locker room as Garza makes the first free throw.
Don't tell anybody.
I think everyone knows we were not on site during COVID for the COVID games.
I'll tell you, say that.
Secret
pack.
Garza gets the free throws, so we're at 38-32. So, you know, continuing the Tatum conversation, I've been pretty consistent in that, obviously, it all has to do with him being cleared medically, needless to say. But I think as a foul is called here on Gonzalez, long way from the basket, I think the national media doesn't have their finger on the pulse of it, and that they think it has something to do with how the Celtics are doing and how the year is going and what is possible to accomplish. And that is not the issue. To me, it is about Jason Tatum getting those 15 games in to feel comfortable with his body again, as Grady Dick hits from the free throw line to cut the Boston lead to 4, so that when things start again for real 1 year from now, there is no doubt in his mind that he is back. And to me, as Pritchard launches a deep three from the right side, that is no good. Rebound, Xavier Tillman throws back out to Pritchard. Going to move to the right side. Gonzalez up, fakes the three, gets Grady Dick up in the air, drives and then kicks out to Tillman. Tillman a couple of dribbles in on Jamal Shed. Bounce pass for a cutter. It's Garza, rumbling to the basket, lays it up and in.
Rumbling and stumbling.
But the issue with Tatum is that, to me, if he's cleared in February, I don't think him sitting out 8 more months is a good idea. Never have thought that. Jacoby Walter gets it back against Tillman. He'll launch a three over him. It is no good, wide right. And the rebound for Gonzalez. Toronto 3 of 15 from 3 now. Simons, trail 3. Got it.
It was a good pass. And what you do is find a guy who's trailing. Simons wide open there for the jump shot.
5 for Simons. He had been 1 for 6 until that. 43-34. Entry for Abaji, and he sort of redirects it off the window and in.
What I remember about Abaji was the fact he's just so athletic. And, get up and just bust your hump.
We saw him in Utah when he first came in. But the Toronto thing is interesting because of that starting 5. As Garza looking for the cutter, Gonzalez has tried to make the extra pass to Tillman. It got deflected and stolen by Abaji. None of that starting 5 playing for Toronto tonight. Trail 3, Jamal Shed, right side is good. Cuts the Boston lead to 4. It's the 4th 3 of the night for Toronto. Both teams exactly 4 of 16 from 3. Quickly, Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, and Jakob Poeltl. Pretty good starting 5, but it's an expensive starting 5.
Some 5 that should compete, though.
Shed, straight away no good, and Dick can't grab the rebound. Instead, it belongs to Gonzalez. Celtics with the ball on a 4-point lead. And here's the point. Everyone's saying, well, the East is weak. Well, it can't be weak for everybody. Not everybody can have 8 teams that are going to finish in the top 3. Pritchard, push pass into the corner. Tillman's 3, no good. Rebound, Bobo just taps at it and he puts it in the hands of Gonzalez. Celtics get a new 14. Pritchard doesn't need it. He'll just launch. No good. Long rebound comes right to him. Pritchard attacks, floats it up for Garza, who puts it up and in and draws the foul.
Great pass then by Pritchard. This time, when your big dog is running like that, got to feed him. A drop pass, able to catch it on his fingertips, just threw it up high. Garza's not the best, highest jumper in the world. I'm noticing that.
Do you see the same clear top 2 in the Western Conference that everybody does?
Interesting.
I guess what
Houston was the team that I had in there, but what happens now? Van Cleef's out, but can you replace? I think you should be able to replace him faster than you can if it's a big.
I agree with that, but it puts more pressure. How many things that you could say, okay, well, Ahmed Thompson, who's one of the great rising young players in the game, he can handle it, but how many things are you asking him to do? Do you want it to be an all-defensive player and run the point at the same time and develop as a shooter? Because Van Vliet, think about Houston. The problem with their roster, Mamukashvili trail 3 is no good. Rebound for Garza. Celtics by 7 after the three-point play for Garza, who does not have a rebound tonight after grabbing 10 against Memphis, but he does have 8 points in the first half. Shireman pressured along the sidelines. Long skip pass into the right corner. Boucher waiting all alone for 3. Good pass. So a three-point play for Garza, a 3 for Boucher, and the Celtics are up by 10 again, 49-39. Houston, when you realize their entire roster, it's the exact opposite of the Celtics. It's all 4s and 5s. Jamison Battle hits a 3 from the right side.
I think you're going to have to compete like that if you're playing teams like Oklahoma, though.
I agree, but as Boucher's trail 3 is also good, and now nobody can miss. 52-42. If you're the Houston Rockets right now and you're looking at Derek White in street clothes on the Boston bench, I mean, there's a lot of, you can do this. It's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Almost every team in the NBA said, boy, we're one guy away, and that guy's almost always Derek White. I mean, Derek White pushes like 8 teams over the top in the league, but Houston would certainly be one of them. Mamukashvili lines up at lefty 3 for the left side. It's no good, and there's Garza's first rebound. Celtics by 10, about to hit 2:08, 2:07, 2:06 to go in the first half. So there's rarely been an obvious Final Four on opening night as there is this year. As Boucher's 3 is no good, but he got fouled, bad foul by Battle. And Boucher
might have went on his ankle. This could be that, I believe this could be that foul of just hitting his leg as he goes under. They might have to go look at this. Closeout. Dangerous closeout.
Comes to the Celtics up by 10 and just under 2 minutes to go, minute 54 to go. In the second quarter, while they look at it, we'll step aside on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Clinton Savings Bank is here to help power up your business. With our new partner services, you can process payments on any device, saving you time, and manage payroll with flexible, affordable options. Plus, with online banking, mobile deposit, ACH, and wire services, managing your business finances just got a whole lot easier. Enjoy no minimum balance requirement and no minimum deposit to open your business checking account. Visit clintonsavings.com to get started today. Member FDIC, member DIF.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
At National Grid, we know home is where you feel your best. That's why we're dedicated to making your home comfortable and energy efficient year-round. With a home energy assessment, you can learn how your home uses energy and receive a custom report with helpful recommendations. You can also learn about energy-saving solutions such as insulation, air sealing, and more. If you're ready to save energy at home, we'll be there for you every step of the way. Visit ngrid.com/assessment or call 866-527-SAVE to learn more. National Grid is a proud sponsor of Mass Save.
Dropkick Murphys for the People in the Pit St. Patrick's Day 2026 tour. 4 shows. Don't tell us. Friday, March 13th through 15th, MGM Music Hall at Fenway. And March 17th, Citizens House of Blues. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Don't miss Dropkick Murphys for the People in the Pit St. Patrick's Day 2026 tour.
This is Bob Sosi. Congratulations to our Wendy's Junior Broadcaster winner who scored game tickets, a game day visit to the broadcast booth, autographed team merch, and cool Wendy's swag.
Hi, this is Killian from West Warwick. Thank you to 98.5 The Sports Hub and Wendy's for making me the Wendy's Junior Broadcaster.
Hit 98.5thesportshub.com.
They have upgraded the foul to a flagrant.
Yeah, I said that.
You did say it. You called it, and you didn't even go to the meetings. You didn't even go to the broadcast meetings and where they go all over the referee points of emphasis. We watch great tape of great calls that Scott Foster has made. Imani McCutcheon is wearing his great outfits, and it's awesome. So Boucher will get 3 free throws, and the Celtics with the ball back. Goes tough to shoot those free throws with nobody on the line. That's what Boucher has to do now. Needless to say, the Celtics cannot afford any injuries in the front court. We're going to have Queta, Garza, Tillman. Boucher is, I mean, you can't even call him a stretch 5. He's not really a 5. You know, he's long at 6'8", but Shireman finds Minot cutting in behind. A couple of defenders, including Grady Dick, throws it down with 2 hands.
Let's think of Minot. You see some athleticism in him with his length and his size.
18-8 is the Boston run. This is their largest lead, up by 14 now with a minute 38 to go in the first half. Minot is going to open your eyes with that athleticism. Straightaway 3 comes up short, and the rebound. Shireman's got it, but there's going to be a loose ball foul on the Celtics.
Not much you want here. Boy, this backdoor, nice. Minot able to catch that ball all in one motion and explode up towards the rim.
I mean, Minnesota's been really good the last couple of years, and Josh Minot and Luka Garza have not been able to get on the floor with a really good team. But here's their opportunity now. And Celtics tonight not playing Jaylen Brown or Sam Hauser or Derek White or Jordan Walsh. Joe Mazzulla has played essentially 9 in the first half. Simons, Pritchard starting with Minot, Boucher, and Queta. And Garza, Gonzalez, Shireman, and Tillman off the bench. This foul is on Shireman. His third.
The ruling on the floor is an offensive foul. That play is under review for a potential flagrant foul.
I think that if we could have more of anything, it would be officials' delays during preseason games.
What'd you say?
Yeah, exactly. 10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. He's the media group station.
So the schedule, again, we don't know what the Sixers are going to look like, because when do you ever know? Come opening night. Now Jared McCain is hurt too. Jared McCain.
That the contact is to Grady Dick's shoulder and not his face or head area. Therefore, this is a common foul. It'll be side out for Toronto.
If it's not a flagrant, we should get the time back somehow. Like, they should take time. You know,
get time back in life. Yeah.
Well, no, take it off the clock. You know, the NFL has the runoff, right? 10-second runoff. Something like that. 91 seconds to go in the first half. Celtics have their largest lead, up by 14. Marko Vukovic screaming out pace, pace, pace. Inbound, wild scoop shot from A.J. Lawson for the first time is no good. Peyton Pritchard getting his preseason run. 13 points in 16 minutes here in the first half. Pritchard against Mamuk Kadashvili. Really? No, not going to drive on him. Hand to Shireman. Shireman attacks the left side. Hands off Queta. He's got nowhere to go. Shot clock at 4. Turning, driving, scooping, and scoring. It's Queta. Takes those 2 big strides. He opened some eyes in the EuroLeague, or in the international games over the summer, as overrunning his dribble and turning it over as Hepburn. Celtics are going to back up by 16.
When you think about when you play in those leagues during the summer, competition isn't as much, but I think you get a better chance of scoring opportunities because you're the man.
Well, some players thrive. Dennis Schroeder would go to the Hall of Fame if he could just play in those international tournaments. Pritchard, 5 on the shot clock. Oh, he's shooting. Yep. Step back over Mamuk Kadashvili and knocks down another 3.
Measure them, and then just step back. Launched the 3, knocked it down.
Third 3 of the half, 16 for Pritchard. 2 for 1 for Toronto. Starting to slip by here. Celtics have pushed the lead to 19. Mamuk Kadashvili missed the 3. Defensive rebound. Queta, the Celtics pretty much got the final shot here. This was a 4-point game midway through the second quarter. Celtics have a chance to go up by 20. Peyton Pritchard, a 2.5 differential on the 2 clocks, pressured along the sideline. 6 on the game clock, 5 on the shot clock. Pritchard, right-hand dribble, behind his back, attack, scoop, scores.
Oh, went behind his back in the paint.
14-0 run and a steal at the buzzer. Celtics don't get a shot away, but a 4-point game with 4 minutes left in the second quarter becomes a 21-point halftime lead for the Celtics, picking up where they left off on Wednesday night against Memphis. Boston 63, Toronto 42. It's halftime on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Coleman. It's electric. When you need an electrician, call Coleman Electric. From Boston to Bow, New Hampshire, south to Sandwich, west to Worcester, Coleman Electric has an office around your corner and up your block. Remember, it's not Coleman, it's Coleman. Kuhlman. It's electric.
Hey, it's Zoe, and I'm pumped to get our football team back to their winning ways, and our coach knows it starts with being prepared and a winning playbook. And when it comes to technology, nobody prepares your company for the future better than my friends at Oakers Technologies. Because for over 100 years, the Oakers playbook has been unstoppable. And I'm talking about full IT, infrastructure rebuilds, to your everyday AV upgrades. That's what it means to be future ready. Be sure to tune in all season long to hear from our coach during his weekly and post-game press conferences powered by Oakers, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
As much as I'd love to be, I'm the furthest thing from being a car guy. I feel like every time I take my car to the shop, be it for routine maintenance or repair, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage. That is until I went to Meineke. See, Meineke is doing car care right. Meineke is total car care. Engines, brakes, tires, even oil changes. Meineke Car Care is your local, independently owned, one-stop shop for total car care. Visit Meineke.com for a location near you. That's Meineke.com to schedule your appointment today. Trust your key with Meineke, doing car care right.
Lowe's knows pros want more. Join My Lowe's Pro Rewards for free to get $20 off your first qualifying purchase of $100 or more, just for signing up. Plus, enjoy free standard shipping and more ways to save on your next job. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer valid for new members only. Not valid with any other discount. Free standard shipping not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowes.com/pro-loyalty for details. Subject to change.
Kids eat free at the 99 every Sunday in October. Kids get a free meal from the kids menu with every adult entree purchased. You gotta love the nines.
This just in. Hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. Join the club today for $1 down, $15 a month. Now through October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to partner with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to create stronger, kinder communities. See Home Club for details.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
Pritchard, 5 on the shot clock. Oh, he's shooting. Yep. Step back over on Michaelis-Veely and knocks down another 3.
Measure them, and then just step back. Launched the 3, knocked it down.
Third 3 of the half, 16 for Pritchard.
All right, welcome into Celtics halftime. I'm Joe Murray. The Celtics are back. They had preseason game number 1, and now they're on the road in Toronto, or against the Raptors tonight. It's 63-42 at halftime. And, well, you just heard, potentially the newest starter for the Celtics this year, Peyton Pritchard, who had 18 first half points in 17 minutes. He went 6 of 5 from the field, 3 of 8 from downtown, hit 3 free throws, added 2 assists. It was a plus 17 for the Green in the first half. And just like Jaylen Brown in the previous game, who had 21 first half points, tonight it was Peyton Pritchard, who will be, or at least looks like he's on track to be, the starting point guard this season. The rest of the lineup goes as this. Anthony Simons, we all know about him. Came over in a trade this year. Has been a starter in the past, came off the bench, probably will come off the bench this year. Didn't see much in the game 1, so here he is starting tonight in 16 minutes. Let's hear a nice little play here from Anthony Simons.
Xavier Tillman in the front court, going to hand it to Simons. Simons will attack the right side, scoops it over on Michaelis-Veely and scores his first points as a Celtic.
Yes, Simon, 16 minutes, 2 of 7 from the field, did hit a 3. 1 assist in this one, 3 fouls, though. 5 points. See more of him. Again, you might see more, him in a role maybe off the bench for the Celtics this year. At the 3 tonight is Josh Minot. 9 first-half points came over from Minnesota. It was 4-7 from the field, hit a 3. 4 rebounds all together with a steal. The one thing with Minot that you should be looking for is they could use him as a stretch 4 at times. And good to see him. 9 first-half points for the Boston Celtics. Neemias Queta back in the starting lineup. Could be the 5 this year for the Green. 3 rebounds, 2 points in the first half in 9 minutes. And the other guy in the front court played for the Raptors and is now a member of the Boston Celtics. His name is Chris Boucher. Let's hear from Chris Boucher in a bucket.
Pritchard bounce pass, cutting baseline, Boucher, two-hand slam. Celtics have their largest lead up by 6.
All right, in that passing lane this time, defenders kind of went to sleep on the backside. Pritchard hit him.
How about 17 points for Chris Boucher in his return? 2 for 4 from downtown, 3 or 4 from the line, 7 rebounds. 17 points, 7 rebounds. I think he could be a starter. You're worried about front court help. Well, they certainly got it from Chris Boucher, and again, making his return to or against the Raptors. Rest of the Green off the bench tonight, Luka Garza, another player that came over from Minnesota. 8 points. Baylor Shireman, 2. Hugo Gonzalez, the first-round pick, with just 2 points. We're going to take a look at the Sports Hub headlines, what's going on in baseball, and the rest of the NBA scoreboard. I'm Joe Murray here on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Maz, and Rodenizer Home Services wants to get you into the game of your choice this fall. Just go to the 98.5 The Sports Hub contest page and enter for your chance to win a $500 gift card to put toward the game of your choice. Rules and restrictions apply, and be sure to schedule your $89 gas heating system check at Rodenizer.com today.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. Bet on gridiron action and earn perks on every game like hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code RADIO20X and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 20 bets.
Open to new users in Massachusetts who are 21 and older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings, $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org.
Hey folks, it's Brian from Norfolk Power. Contractors, get in now and build your custom equipment package. Norfolk Power is the leading destination for your attachment needs, including diamond mulching heads, Encon rotators, and Land Pride construction attachments with aggressive financing options. Want to look stylish? Pull that equipment package with the Max D trailer. Visit any of our Norfolk Power stores or text us at 508-384-0011. Norfolk Power, celebrating 50 years in business.
Layer on the flavor with the DQ sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
I'm Mark Tercy, president of Jackson Lumber and Millwork. Since 1946, we've been proud to provide quality custom millwork and trim to our customers.
Here at our Raymond Millwork facility, we have the newest technology in door machinery equipment, and our experienced millwork team is ready to build residential and commercial doors for your next project.
That's Larry Kernew, our veteran shop manager.
We also build interior and exterior window surrounds, custom stair parts, pocket doors, attic scuttles, and much more, all in the spirit of supplying builders with quality millwork for their residential and commercial projects.
If your job requires specialty work, our millwork team can customize a variety of interior and exterior doors and trim profiles to your specifications.
Our cutting-edge manufacturing systems and technology guarantee a quick turnaround on your order, and the Jackson fleet will deliver your order as soon as it is completed.
Contractors, builders, and homeowners, visit Jackson Lumber and Millwork in Lawrence, Woburn, Amesbury, and Raymond, New Hampshire for all your residential remodeling or commercial building materials and supplies. Online at jacksonlumber.com. That's Jackson Lumber and Millwork, providing solutions and delivering results since 1946.
Is your fantasy team slowly becoming a nightmare? Don't just pick your favorite players, pick your favorite numbers with new Keno games every 3 minutes. It's fast, easy, and just as exciting as watching a game-winning touchdown. Pick and play today. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Taking a look at the NBA scoreboard. One game already in the books. Went to overtime. Suns and Nets. Phoenix, the 132-127 win. A lot of points in that one. Right now, halftime. Orlando and the 76ers tied at 66. And underway first quarter, Jazz with a 14-13 lead on the Spurs. And one other game tonight in the NBA, Kings, they travel to Portland and take on the Blazers. Patriots, they're going to be making their road trip to New Orleans this weekend. And while they'll be without Anthony Jennings, Keon White, Jalen Hawkins, and Antonio Gibson, who was placed on injured reserve. So his season is done. Christian Gonzalez is questionable. And at the MLB playoffs, one game in action tonight, no score between the Tigers and the Mariners. That series is tied at 2. Headlines, they are brought to you by Valvoline. It's an oil change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off your next drive-through oil change at Valvoline. It's an oil change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. The second half is next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey NFL fans, what's your favorite touchdown? For me, it's the next one. Because with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing in. From first touchdown score to...
So, I'm writing an essay on cats. Cats in art history. I'm an art history major, and this final is due on Friday. Luckily, with Grammarly, I can upload my class rubric and see what kind of grade I might get. Not my dream grade. Let's clarify this, shorten that, and boom! We have pretty high standards, am I right?
For kids, donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-for-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877-CARS-for-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Head into the 99 restaurant for hot, hearty helpings. Dig into our home-style chicken pot pie with tons of chicken and a flaky crust. Or warm your belly with our classic Yankee pot roast loaded with slow-simmered beef. So grab your friends and come on in. You gotta love the nines.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
I don't even play for a basketball team. I play for a track team. We've just been running. I'm not complaining because, part of this is like what I wanted. Like, I want to play fast. I want to run. So this year we're going to run. But, okay, Joe took it to a whole nother level. Training camp has been crazy. Like, no fouls. It's just been, like, jungle ball. People been so unbelievably tired after the end of each practice. Has been crazy. But, we getting there.
That's Jaylen Brown, as you know, but just talking of all the people to talk to, talking to Sam Cassell the other night, and he's never seen anything like this particular training camp, in which I think it's not a stretch to suggest that Joe is a little bit off the beaten path when it comes to intensity. So I don't think he minds at all if this training camp is basically insane, saying all the participants in it, as far as getting in shape and running and knowing that 11 or 12 guys are going to play. And so just run.
Yeah, and changing what these guys have done before. Sometimes getting the ball down, let Tatum or Brown kind of handle the basketball. But what he wants to get the basketball going from side to side, a lot more ball movement, a lot more passing. And that will remind you of what happened in Orlando when they were that, scramble ball. And, just trying to get it to different people and get bodies moving.
Celtics in the first half had a 4-point lead with about 4.5 minutes to go, and now they're up by 21, 63-42. Peyton Pritchard with 15. Chris Boucher returning to Toronto, 17 points, 7 rebounds, plus 23.
well, kind of got some things going. Hit a couple of threes. Had the one play where they just went under him as he should have shot a jump shot. And he got 3 out of that. So you get 5 or 6 points on, one possession. That's going to get you total up.
Second half is underway. Ball in the hands of Jamal Shed. Celtics trying to go 2-0 in the preseason. Shed, one dribble with the left hand, moves to the middle, threw it right to Boucher.
Numbers.
Coming with Minot, floats it ahead. Minot elevates and throws it down hard with 2 hands.
Minot is just throw it up near the rim. Let him go get it.
23-point Boston lead. This is a 22-3 run and 16 straight. Shed's 3 blocked by Boucher. And a late foul call.
No, Boucher is saying no.
Yeah, he's making the replay signal.
So he got all ball. They're trying to see if they're going to challenge or not.
That's the discussion.
And they are.
37 seconds into the third quarter, and plenty of more Grandy and Max fun conversation in our pseudo preseason podcast when we return. Celtics up 65-42 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Cut your energy bills without sacrificing comfort. Upgrade your home with Bruin Remodeling and their energy-efficient windows, providing superior insulation and comfort. They offer free estimates with no obligation. Plus, when you tell them Big Jim sent you, they'll give you up to 20% off your project. Visit BruinRemodeling.com to schedule your in-home estimate.
Your business is more than your livelihood. It's your legacy. That's why Concord Group Insurance has been providing trusted coverage to small businesses across New England for nearly a century. From local contractors and shops to professional offices and service providers, we deliver strength, stability, and the local support you can count on. Don't leave your business at risk. Talk to your independent insurance agent and ask for Concord Group Insurance, or visit ConcordGroupInsurance.com to learn more.
Attention skilled tradespeople and sales pros. Are you ready to join a team where your hard work is valued and your career can thrive? Gem Plumbing and Heating has 2 new branch offices in Massachusetts and is hiring. We're looking for HVAC, plumbing, electrical, drain, and sales professionals who are ready to take their careers to the next level. Enjoy competitive pay, benefits, and a supportive team environment. Plus, we're offering attractive sign-on bonuses. Don't wait. To join our growing team, apply at AskGem.com today.
Good for customers, good for communities, good for business. Eastern Bank offers local full-service banking expertise to customers at convenient branches, from New Hampshire through Merrimack Valley to the Cape. Powered by a comprehensive range of financial products and services with a long history in the Merrimack Valley, our expert team is ready to help you work toward your financial goals with banking products that fit your life. Make a great choice and join us for good today. Learn more at easternbank.com, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jeff Kaplan from Innuendo in Natick. Cut out that game day glare from hard-to-reach windows with Hunter Douglas PowerView automated window treatments. Innuendo's talented and friendly design staff will help you choose the right Hunter Douglas products, and we measure and install everything we sell. Hunter Douglas at Innuendo.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Joe Mazzulla is now undefeated on challenges in the preseason, as it was not a defensive foul. Boucher cleanly blocks it. The Celtics get the ball. They will retain their challenge. So the good news, Max, is he may be able to challenge later if he wants. Boucher is having a whale of a game here back in Toronto.
Heartbeat steal. Let's see. Lob. No hand. Yeah, that was clean. That wasn't even close.
Boucher, 17 points, 7 rebounds, plus 25 in 18 minutes tonight. Celtics up by 23. Working on a 16-0 run, spanning halftime. Anthony Simons up and down here in his first appearance as a Celtic. He has it now out in the logo at center court. Guarded by Jacoby Walter. Moves it left side. Pritchard, but the shot clock is down to 4. Pritchard drives, shoves Mamo Kelishvili away, and then knocks down a 10-footer.
Pritchard is so good at that particular move. Hitting you with the body, getting separation, so he can get off a jump shot or a layup.
18 straight for the Celtics now. A 25-point lead. Cross-court pass deflected by Keita. Out of bounds.
activity with the hands.
9 turnovers for Toronto, 22 for Memphis the other night.
Now, Rick Pitino should say that.
Use your hands as weapons.
Weapons.
He said a lot of things. It's tough to watch some of that Celtic City, the Pitino stuff. Michaelis-Vili knocks Boucher down. He got the right elbow up. Offensive foul. Well, Boucher's doing everything tonight.
It's good to get back where you used to play and make a difference. That back elbow went right into the body. You know why I knew this? Because he played against this guy all the time last year in practice. So you know a guy's tendencies. Now Simons is going to be much better, especially when he gets ahead on the offense. Right now, Tatum, I mean, Pritchard has an advantage on him because he's played with these guys and they know what he's going to do.
Celtics by 25.
You look for Simons, hasn't gone any place. Not like Terry Rozier used to do back in the day.
Falling away at the free throw line. He rattles it home.
It's a tough shot, though. He never got the ball to anybody else.
27-point lead here for the Celtics. Jacoby Walter for Obashi. His corner 3 is good, and finally that ends the run. Celtics had scored 20 consecutive points until that. Simons, right side 3 is good. Now he's heating up.
Now that's Simons coming off a back pick. He is better, it looks like, when he's a 2 guard instead of a 1 guard handling the basketball.
Celtics now 8 of 23. Grady Dick from the right corner. He gets a 3 back. Neither team could make one the first quarter and a half, it seems. 72-48, long lead pass. Minot can't catch up to it, and the Celtics turn it over.
Well, Minot being so athletic, you're going to take chances where you're going to throw the ball ahead and let the athlete go get the basketball.
Celtics by 24. 9:16 to go in the third. Jamal Shed finds Walter diving to the basket. Minot got a piece of that one. Boucher for Simons. Enters to Queta underneath, all alone, scores off the glass.
That's the first time Queta gets out, runs the floor, and the recipient of a very good pass from a guard.
74-48. Celtics had 11 blocks Wednesday, 3 more tonight. Abaji up fakes, turns it right side. Jacoby Walter steps in on Minot. Over the shoulder pass. Michaelis-Vili puts to the floor, tries past Queta, and Boucher scores off the window, and the foul on Boucher.
I'm going to go out here and say I don't think this is going to be an overtime game.
Probably not. But preseason games, strange things happen when guys are on the floor. How come Boucher didn't know what Michaelis-Vili was going to do there, since they... Didn't you say they practiced against each other?
Practice all the time.
You know Michaelis-Vili wasn't on Toronto last year, right?
Didn't know it.
Free throw good, 3-point play, 74-51.
Where was he playing last year?
San Antonio.
Oh, so
he's been with Spurs the last few years.
I'm hearing that name all the time.
He played a lot in a couple San Antonio games against the Celtics. Pritchard gets a moving screen and an offensive foul on Queta, and that's an area. If Queta's going to start, he can't pick up those 2 Chris Mim fouls in the first 5 minutes of games on those moving screens.
Yes, meaningless.
Glad we can keep Chris Mim alive. His legacy as a Celtic. Grady Dick pump fake, steps through on Boucher, scoops and scores. That'll make the highlights.
Now, did he know that he should have made that move? Play with him last year.
Yes, he did. 74-53. Boston lead is 21. 27 was the high water mark at 72-45.
Boy, that hand contact is amazing.
Pritchard forced it down low. That's knocked away and stolen. Raptors having their best run in quite a while. Scored 5 straight. Walter trying to make it 8 straight, but he comes up short on the 3. Celtics have the rebound. Pritchard grabs this one. Floats it ahead to Boucher up the middle of the floor. Into the left corner. Minot launches a 3. No good. Weak side offensive rebound. Simons comes in to get it. He throws it off Abaji. Out of bounds. Offensive rebound for Anthony Simons.
Simons coming down. Able to catch that basketball. Was about to go out of bounds. I got a chance to see the Celtics go through a walkthrough last year against the Knicks, and the philosophy and what they were saying, I couldn't even follow it. It's like, what? And then get a 2, and then get a pass, and then get a cut, and then I was like, whoa.
Pritchard gets in a jersey of Jamal Shead, and this foul's going to be on Shead. And Shead is pointing out, rightly so, that Pritchard is the one sort of initiating that contact with that forearm out. Celtics with interior scoring. Obviously, fast break points are going to get you layups, but they are shooting 70% on 2s in this game. Why not? Bounce pass. And safe it to Garza. Garza gobbled up by Grady Dick in the corner, is able to throw out to Boucher, who launched a follow-away 3. Tough shot, no good, but the rebound comes all the way out to him. This time he attacks and lays it in.
Boucher's trying to say he got fouled then.
76-53. How about 19 and 9 for Boucher?
I should love Toronto. I always, between you and him, I always hear people talking about Toronto. Such a great city.
You never leave the hotel, so how would you know?
It's cold.
Walter into the corner. Abashi's 3 is no good. Celtics got a huge break as far as their getaway is concerned after this game tonight. As the whistle's going to give me a chance to tell you about that, as Garza got grabbed in the paint before the pass could even get in there. If the Yankees had come back to win Game 4, the 5th and deciding game between the Yankees and Blue Jays would be across the street right now. Of course, Toronto won that series.
Traffic is always bad in Toronto.
Yeah, but imagine how bad it would be if you had 50,000 people at the Rogers Center across the street. Grady Dick knocks it away from Simons, and it's going to go out of bounds. For Grady Dick, his straightaway 3 is no good. Wide left and a rebound for Simons.
Watching Simons, and that's one thing looked like he does well. Hits the glass with big size.
Pritchard on the wing.
Oh, this hand checking is. I should have went to the meeting.
He should. Simons steps back away from Walter, misses a 3 off the back iron. Grady Dick grabs the rebound. Shed lead from Mamukelashvili. Finds Shed, the trailer. His 3 is good. Boston lead is 20, 76-56. Simons fouled coming down the right side by Mamukelashvili.
You know what happened to my man Skeetishvili? He's your guy. You're like,
I'm surprised they never did a documentary on that.
Play, really.
If you're wondering, and I know you are, Chris Boucher had a 38-point game. This is his career high. He had a 38-point, 19-rebound game against Chicago a couple of years ago. Shireman missed a 3. Garza can't grab the offensive rebound. 20-point game right now, 76-56. Pass ends up in the hands of Grady Dick, who scoops it up and in, saving a broken play. This is now a 10-2 run for Toronto, 76-58. Shireman. Straight away, moves it back to Simon. Shot clock down to 6. Simon's down the left side, floats it up and in, scoring the foul.
I don't like that foul. I don't like that foul because not enough contact, really. Simon goes in, he's kind of off balance. You watch this play and tell me where the foul is. Nope.
I'll let you know when I see one.
Yeah, well, please do. Maybe they should check that in the meetings.
Slow start for Simons, but he has heated up as the game has gone on. His first appearance as a Celtic, now up to 16 points.
You know, guys like that have to learn to fit in. When he was in Portland, he was the only shooter. But here he's going to have to defend a lot more and take secondary shots.
Kick out. Walters' three is no good. Offensive rebound in the corner. Belongs to Hepburn. Hepburn will launch and hit. Chucky Hepburn, a rookie from Louisville. Raptors will see a lot of these guys on Wednesday night in Boston. Step back three. Garza launches it. No good. The rebound looked like it went off. Oh, it looked like it went off Gonzalez out of bounds. They're giving this to Boston.
And somebody said, that's the referee. How'd you see that?
Wendell Moore is going to make his first appearance as a Celtic. Saw him last year in Detroit.
We ended up seeing him in Charlotte.
Yeah, and by the end of the year, he's in Charlotte. Look, we got another challenge. We got an out-of-bounds challenge.
God.
Yep. Well, we had another timeout to get to anyway, so let's do it. 5:02 to go third quarter. Boston up 79-61 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, Clinton Savings Bank Get Real account holders. Unlock access to our 12-month Get Real add-on CD, where you can grow your savings by adding funds to your CD throughout the term. Visit clintonsavings.com for more information. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
This is New England Patriots quarterback Josh Dobbs, and Autodesk is the official design and make platform of the New England Patriots. Autodesk is all around us, including here at Gillette Stadium. What fans might not know is that stadiums, buildings, and the new Patriots Training Center were built with the help of Autodesk Construction Cloud software. Autodesk helps the Patriots and the Kraft Group bring their construction vision to life.
Autodesk, changing how the world is designed and made. Visit Autodesk.com.
When it comes down to finding the lowest price on Michelin winter tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire's guaranteed lowest price. And when it comes to free services, nobody gives you more free services on your Michelin winter tires than Town Fair Tire. So why look for Michelin winter tires anywhere but Town Fair Tire, where you always get the guaranteed best deals? Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
At National Grid, we know home is where you feel your best. That's why we're dedicated to making your home comfortable and energy efficient year-round. With a home energy assessment, you can learn how your home uses energy and receive a custom report with helpful recommendations. You can also learn about energy-saving solutions such as insulation, air sealing, and more. If you're ready to save energy at home, we'll be there for you every step of the way. Visit ngrid.com/assessment or call 866-527-SAVE to learn more. National Grid is a proud sponsor of Mass Save.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
This is Boston's home for sports.
Boston lead is 18, 79-61 for those of you diligently into such things. As the score of preseason games, the story tonight really has been Chris Boucher. Good second half and good last quarter, I'd say, for Anthony Simons. We're midway through the third right now.
Just trying to find his rhythm, and look like he's found that.
Celtics +9 in the Classic, shooting 52%, and that's despite a bad three-point shooting night. Celtics right now are 22 of 30. So what's that, 73% on two-point shots. Walter missed a 12-foot floater and a rebound for Luka Garza. Outlet, here is Wendell Moore leading a 3-on-1, lobs it up for Minot, and Minot even cleans that mess up. Catching it out of the air, putting it in his right hand and scoring off the glass. That's really hard to do.
Yeah, you just believe in the guy can do plays.
Yeah, it's becoming this thing, just throw it up for Josh Minot and see if he can do something with it. Air ball of a three for the corner, rebounded by Garza, quick outlet to Hugo Gonzalez. Some athletes on the floor for the Celtics now. Gonzalez leaves his feet without having any idea what he's going to do with it. And as the ball slapped away, Grady Dick coming the other way, scoops it up, no good. Foul by Anthony Simons, who did a good job not picking up that fourth foul until now.
Moore just tosses it up, and man, I'm not just showing a lot of athleticism. And when you got guys like that, they can get you out of trouble just being able to get in the air, stay up long enough to make something good happen, regardless of the pass.
So this will be the second unit for Toronto, and obviously it needs a little bit. You know, Grady Dick obviously can score. We saw that. What are they going to get from Murray Boyles is the question. A rookie who looked good. You know, but Mobo and, you know, Abaji will be a solid piece off the bench. And this is assuming that starting five stays healthy. They already have an injury. Scotty Barnes had a collision with Valanciunas in the opening preseason game. 1 of 2 free throws. 81-62, Boston by 19. Gonzalez goes back door, but Garza doesn't find him. Instead finds Simon. Simon's drive, scoops it with the left hand off the window and in. That kid can score.
Yeah, showing a lot of stuff he's able to do.
He's up to 16 now after a slow start. 18, Megan. Turnover in the backcourt. And no Moore has the steal. Attacking Gonzalez, handoff Garza underneath for the pump fake. In traffic, ball knocked away by Mobo. Garza has it back, floats it up, no good. Awkward shot and the rebound on the weak side for Hepburn. Lead for Grady Dick, jump step around Simons, reversed it up and in. Tell you what, give the crowd in Toronto full marks. Making a lot of noise for the team being down 20 in a preseason game. Simons, right-hand dribble, blows by one guy, scoops with the left hand, no good. Offensive rebound. Garza steps to his right and scores off the glass. Boy, A.J. Lawson having a rough night.
Garza just is one of the guys who's not a leaper, but is going to find a place where he wants to go.
10 for Garza, right side three knocked down by Grady Dick. Cuts the Boston lead to 18. Grady Dick now with 17. He's the only Raptor 20 make it. He's the only Raptor in double figures. Simons almost dribbled out of bounds up the right side. Now he went over and back. Pressured by Lawson. Toronto gets it back, 2:39 to go in the third.
Simons just showed a replay of him with his left hand. Just scoops it up. Never put the ball in his right. But the thing you know about him, you know he can score.
Hepburn picks up that left-hand dribble, kick out of the right side. Martin's three switch. Raptors have 28 points already in the quarter. This is similar to the game in Memphis where the Celtics had an even bigger lead and it started to whittle away. It's down to 15 now. Celtics led by 27 earlier in the quarter. Pritchard stop and start, gets that Trae Young move, fouled from behind by Hepburn. That might put Toronto over the limit. It does, so Pritchard will get free throws here with the Celtics up by 15. Well, the early part of the schedule, we talked about this, the Celtics have not lost 5 consecutive games in 11 years. 11 years since that's happened. There's a couple of danger spots in the schedule, but even if the Celtics don't beat Philadelphia opening night, as Pritchard makes the first free throw, if the Celtics don't get that game, the next 4, at New York, at Detroit, New Orleans not going to be great this year, but that's still second night for back-to-back, and presumably you're going to have Zion early in the year. And the 5th game of the season is a home game against Cleveland. So that, and then the 5 games around Thanksgiving are really difficult. The schedule is pretty rough at the start. 87-70. Celtics have a couple of road games in Orlando early in the year, a bunch of games against the Sixers. 3 of the first 12 will be against Philadelphia. Hepburn switches to the right hand, guarded by Ron Harper, steps through him, runs it up, the shot clock buzzer, no good. Rebound belongs to Pritchard. Deflected to him by Keita. Minute 46 to go in the third. Boston by 17. Pritchard lob, Keita catches, goes right through his hands.
So you got to catch that ball like your life depends on it.
Driving, Lawson flips to the corner. It'll set shot 3 from Jamison. Battle is no good. And a rebound for Baylor Shireman. Shireman, well, he set the Garden on fire with that game against Brooklyn in March. Pritchard dribbling low and away from the ball. Call against the Celtics might be Keita.
Keita again, and you talked about you can't pick those kind of fouls up if you're young.
Second foul on Keita, and they've both been sort of away from the play fouls. He's played 14 minutes as a starter tonight. So Joe Mazzulla is basically gone with 9 guys. Ron Harper's out there now. A little cup of coffee. Wendell Moore had one as well. Celtics playing tonight without Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Sam Hauser, Jordan Walsh. Hepburn spinning, steps past Pritchard, handoff Mobo, and he is fouled.
Contact on that backside. In the paint like that, and again, trying to, people say, well, how about playing with the guys that you don't know? You're going, okay. You say, well, you don't know them. Why you say that? Because a lot of times in practice, you're not on those same teams when you're out here on the floor. A lot of these guys do not get a chance to play with Peyton Pritchard.
Game in China today. Phoenix beat Brooklyn. An overtime game. Celtics had a steal, but the lead pass misses Tillman, who ends up on the scorer's table. Orlando is in Philadelphia tonight. Again, nobody playing except Maxey. Big difference opening night. Are you getting Joel Embiid? Are you getting Dembona as the starting center for Philadelphia? Jamison battle lobs it down low. Mobile with a two-hand slam. So we're at 87-72. Orlando playing their guys tonight. Is Desmond Bane going to be the shooter they did not have against the Celtics in the playoffs? Pritchard pump fake, steps through, scoops, comes up a little bit short. Offensive rebound. Keita under the basket, may have stepped on the end line. He did. Toronto ball.
When I'm watching Keita, he gets pushed too far under the rim instead of getting in front of the rim and then getting space. If you're a big guy like that, nobody should get you under the rim. And if he caught the basketball this time, had no place to go with it.
15 seconds to go in the third, 11 on the shot clock. Toronto's cut a 27-point deficit down to 15, driving, scooping, and missing. A.J. Lawson, but he'll get free throws here. Celtics will fly home with no Blue Jays traffic, although it's still a long drive to the airport. Home games against Cleveland Sunday and Toronto on Wednesday, and that is a wrap for the preseason.
I would like to say, if you had, back in the day, you had 11 exhibition games.
Well, even when we started our first of this, our 25th year here, Boston gets the free throw, so we're at 87-74. Final 8 seconds of the third. And an offensive foul. Keita moving screen in the backcourt.
7 seconds.
Keita's 3 fouls have been really calamitous. Fouls he cannot commit in the regular season. Just pushed Hepburn in the back for no reason. And Peyton Pritchard even had to look like, really? So now Toronto gets the last shot here, trying to get even closer. Hepburn, pump fake. Off balance, 3, and he hits it.
No, it was.
He had nowhere to go, but that's the basketball gods looking at Keita and saying, really, dude? 13-2 is the Toronto run to end the third quarter. Celtics led by 8 at the end of 1, by 21 at halftime, but their lead's down to 10 as we make the turn for home, end of 3. Boston 87, Toronto 77 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You waited a lifetime for this moment. Now it's time to celebrate. The official collection. The Oklahoma City Thunder, NBA champions.
When holiday inspiration sparks, there's only one thing to do.
It's our first holiday here, so we're keeping it simple.
Available now at NBA Store. A Fanatics experience.
This just in, hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. Join the club today for $1 down, $15 a month, now through October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to partner with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to create stronger, kinder communities. See Home Club for details.
Hey, it's Zoe, and I'm pumped to get our football team back to their winning ways, and our coach knows it starts with being prepared and a winning playbook. And when it comes to technology, nobody prepares your company for the future better than my friends at Oakers Technologies. Because for over 100 years, the Oakers playbook has been unstoppable, and I'm talking about full IT, infrastructure rebuilds, to your everyday AV upgrades. That's what it means to be future ready. Be sure to tune in all season long to hear from our coach during his weekly and post-game press conferences powered by Oakers, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
The question always comes up, where to take your vehicle for reliable and trustworthy service, whether it's repair or just maintenance. I know just the place. Meineke Car Care is your one-stop shop for total car care. They handle engines, brakes, oil, tires, and yeah, they do mufflers too. Each Meineke is independently owned and operated. That's why I trust them to handle the maintenance of my personal vehicle. Meineke prides itself on providing exceptional customer service. Go to Meineke.com for the location near you and schedule an appointment today. Trust your key with Meineke, doing car care right.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I got to dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're going to know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
Hi, our name is Grandy and Max. Year 25 will begin in earnest a week from Wednesday. It's the Philadelphia 76ers.
Sixers.
Said a lot of Sixers early in the schedule. Ron Harper Jr. running the point for the Celtics here with Shireman, Gonzalez, Tillman, and Queta to begin the fourth quarter. 27-point lead is down to 10. And fumbling it along the sidelines, Gonzalez, and he turned it over, but ball goes off, lost and out of bounds, and the Celtics will get it back.
How many seconds? Only 3.5 on the clock.
Yeah, no change of possession officially. I think you did go to the rules seminar. I think you zoomed in.
Now the snowball chance in hell. Why would you throw the ball to Queta?
Great question. Queta now has to gallop into the front court, take a runner like he's playing European handball from the free throw line, and then knocks the rebound out of bounds. That was a mess. Oliver Sarr is in the game to play against Queta now for Toronto.
I think, why would you throw it to Queta in the backcourt where he doesn't have dribbling skills? And almost made the shot.
It's almost as if the Celtics have 5 guys who've never played together. Wait a minute, they do. Hepburn steps to his right, 18-footer is no good, and Queta cannot corral the rebound. He drops it out of bounds.
Queta can't get out of his own way today.
He's having a rough go. Queta is the only starter in the game for either side right now. Inbound to Jamison. Badly stripped by Shireman. Stopping the clock 40 seconds into the fourth. Celtics do have a challenge. Don't use it, Joe. Why? Lawson ducks the shoulder, drives, scoops it up in traffic, never saw the rim, no good. Rebound, heads to the corner, and Lawson will grab it. Puts it to the floor twice with the left hand. Kick to the corner, they swing it all the way around the horn. Hepburn on his drive, return to battle. He's got a good look at a corner three, and he knocks it down. Raptors just playing much more efficiently now. Celtics lead was 27, now it is 7. 87-80. Shireman runs an awkward shot from the free throw line, no good. That was a bad looking shot, but the rebound will come all the way back to him at half court. Shireman finds the open man. Harper, it's 3. Nope. Offensive rebound. Queta, can he get to it? He can, and he corrals it.
Get the ball.
Queta against Sarr, looking to get rid of it. The Shireman is cutting. Shireman got away with a travel in the paint. The shot is no good. Jamison Battle has the rebound. This is not pretty right now. Offensive foul on Toronto. Like Oliver Sarr knocked down Hugo Gonzalez. The guards are going to come back in.
Normal person gets hit with a pick like that. You're feeling that for a week. It's like being in a car and somebody coming up behind you. Without Pritchard in here, who is going to be a ball handler and who's going to be the setup guy?
Derek White now playing. Shireman drives, switches to the left hand as runner bounces in. That ends the 10-0 Toronto run. 89-80, Boston by 9. 9:58 to go. Stop and start in traffic. They float to Oliver Sarr. Sarr guarded by Garza will kick it back out. Lawson in the corner. Goes back out to Hepburn. 6 on the shot clock. Hepburn Moves to Jamison battle. Harper slides by. It gives Battle a clean look. We missed the 3. Rebound. Sarr and Tillman had each other tied up, and this foul's going to be on Tillman.
No, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it shouldn't be, but it's not. They overrule it.
Tillman was boxing out. Did a great job of keeping the defender away from the basketball.
Celtics, when they had Boucher on the floor, Pritchard and Minot, this thing was going really well. 27-point lead is down to 9 now, but another sloppy foul. Lawson bumps Harper, knocks him down.
Sharman telling us one time, he said, Germans really doesn't like me. He said, what? He said, no, he gets on me all the time. But the thing people don't realize, if your coach is yelling at you, then he thinks he can get something else out of you. When he stops yelling at you, that's when you're going to have some problems, because he's giving up on you.
Inbound gets to Garza. He turns quickly, throws to the left corner. How about a 3 for Tillman?
Nope. How about not?
And it looked like Garza fouled Martin over the back, trying to get the rebound.
After Tillman hit that 3 against Dallas in the corner, seemed like those threes have just gone for naught. Last year, he did not have a good season.
That was his moment. That was his P.J. Brown moment. Ron Harper's played a little bit, a couple of cups of coffee with Toronto. Knows the organization well. Played for the G League team. Penetrate, kick to the corner. The 3 is no good from Martin. Martin's looked pretty good tonight. Here we go, Gonzalez. Switches back to the left hand, spins at the elbow, zips it down low. Garza in the paint. No hesitation move, missed the first shot. Comes right back to him, puts it back up. Won't fall, but he gets fouled. And Garza will go to the line.
Garza does not have any hops at all. So watch it. Essentially never really leaves his feet to get that rebound, get the contact.
Ron Harper's dad is a heck of a player. Great defender, ended up on that second Michael Jordan run in Chicago.
Well, he said, you remember we were talking about him before when Michael Jordan made that shot against Cleveland.
Against E, they guarded him with Elo instead of Ron Harper.
Said, I got him. And this Elo all of a sudden said, no, I got it. And everybody counted, and he said, yep, you got him all right.
It was Jim Durham call. Bulls win. Free throws good for Garza, 91-80. Celtics by 11, 8:54 to go. Driving, floating, and foul committed. Sarr fouled on the dunk attempt. Harper won. I feel like he won 5 championships. As he ended up joining Kobe and Shaq.
When he came in, he had a severe stuttering problem. Worked on it and became pretty good at meeting the media.
First free throw good for Oliver Sarr. 10-point margin right now with 8:50 to go. Gets them both. 91-82. Mariners score first against Scoobel. Decided game 5. Brewers and Cubs will play one tomorrow. Shireman step back at the left elbow. Jumper comes up short. Scramble for the rebound. And guess what? Another whistle.
Oh, no. That shouldn't be it. Tillman was the one that looked like he got fouled and trying to get that rebound.
Fouls on Gonzalez. And I got a bad feeling we're going to get a bunch of free throws here at the end of this one. Shed, right-hand dribble, blows by Gonzalez, scores off the window. Lead is down to 7. Celtics have scored 17 points in the last 14 minutes. 27-point lead is now 7. 91-84. Straightaway 3, Garza. No good. Rebound belongs to the Celtics, but this time Tillman got fouled.
Remember doing that, though. And sometimes as a player and you get yelled at all the time, it's like, why are you not yelling at Larry? I didn't do it. Whatever you tell me, I did not do it. That was Larry. But coaches sometimes send a message through you because they don't want to say nothing to the other guy.
There are different rules for different people. It's always been the case. Jalen Bridges in the game for the first time, and he catches an entry pass, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
I learned that from watching Donald Trump this year.
Let's not.
I am.
Preseason.
I got to.
Especially because free speech is not what it once was.
Yeah.
Toronto with the ball down by 7.
Ask Jimmy Kimmel about it. He came back.
Some big ratings.
Disney lost $3 billion.
David Roddy, the former Memphis Grizzly, drives to the corner, deflected on the bounce. Toronto will keep it.
What I remember about Roddy is just such a wide body.
6'4" guy who has to play power forward because of that bulk. Tillman will come out. Celtics now making a bunch of changes. Kendall Brown is in the game, so it's Jalen Bridges for the Celtics. Shed misses after the shot clock buzzer. Shireman the rebound. Boston by 7. 7:26 to go. Shireman launches from the wing, no good. Offensive rebound, Jalen Bridges. Finds a cutter, dropped, and then laid up and in by Kendall Brown. 93-84. Looks like the group is going to have to hold the lead. His numbers come down, but the Celtics still 27 of 43 inside the three-point line as they find Sarr inside for the easy two-hand slam. But the Celtics giving up points way too easy now.
Remember, Sarr just having hops.
Toronto's got 41 points in the last 15 minutes. 93-86. Harper has to step back on the right side. His three is good.
It's crazy, dude.
Ron Harper's on the board, 96-86. Darko Vukovic going to grab a timeout. 6:32 to go. Celtics up 96-86 on the BetMGM. 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Atomic Coffee Roasters, a second-generation family business roasting fresh in Peabody. Get subscriptions, cold brew cans, or unwind with Atomic Black, their signature coffee liqueur. Find it statewide or at drinkatomic.com/radio. Atomic Coffee Roasters, spreading positive energy one cup at a time.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Hey, it's Felger here. If you're in the market for a new home, do what I did and turn to Cambridge Savings Bank for your mortgage. They offer a wide variety of options, from first-time home buyer programs to jumbo loans and home equity lines of credit. Their loan officers are some of the best around. Whether you're a first-time buyer or an experienced homeowner with no time to waste, count on the team at CSB to help you find a competitive rate and guide you through to a timely closing. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID number 543370.
Hi, it's Sean Doherty, co-owner of Joyce Cooling and Heating in Nashua. We're celebrating our 30th anniversary this year. You've probably seen our trucks on the road. That's because since 1995, we've been providing expert HVAC services for both residential and commercial clients across New Hampshire and Northern Mass, including installations, repairs, and maintenance. So this winter, don't be left in the cold. Just call Joyce to ensure your heat is running at peak comfort and efficiency. Schedule your heating appointment today by visiting joycecool.com. And thank you to every customer for your business these past 30 years. That's joycecool.com.
Monkey Sports North Andover grand opening is October 25th and 26th. Be one of the first 50 people each day and score a mystery gift card worth up to $250 plus 20% off store-wide all weekend.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics lead is 10, 96-86. 6:32 to go in Toronto. Dallas and going through a mental checklist of all the things we've covered. We've covered Tatum, covered the Eastern Conference standings. We kind of didn't really finish the West in that everyone seems to believe it's OKC and Denver, and then Houston was in that conference.
I don't know about that. I like Dallas.
Okay, they're going to be interesting.
I love Dallas. If Kyrie comes back,
that's a big if.
They got a lot of weapons.
You're concerned about Anthony Davis coming back in sort of overweight?
Not really.
Offensive foul on the Raptors on the inbound out of a timeout that will drive a coach berserk.
Did you think he was heavier than heavy? I mean, he didn't look heavy.
I mean, he was always a guy that could have put on weight, but apparently he did. I do love Derek Lively.
Yeah.
And needless to say, the rookie is special.
Yeah.
Cooper flagged today. He's been guarded by some of the better defenders, even preseason games there. He's just not turning, doesn't turn the ball over. Shireman, left-hand dribble, ball fake. Kick back out, relocating is Jalen Bridges to knock down a three. Baylor Bear. Some interesting camp battles here to make the last spots. Maine's going to be pretty good this year. Oliver Sarr missed a straightaway three. Celtics had to sort of calm down here, lead back to 13 with 5:50 to go. Bounce pass. Amari Williams kicks to the corner. Three rims out. Amari Williams has got the rebound. That was Wendell Moore's three. Amari Williams. Kick back out. Jalen Bridges, 7 on the shot clock. Repost. Amari Williams has it. Sarr has it pushed a long way away from the basket. So the kick out instead. Bridges fires for three. Not a chance. And the rebound for David Roddy. It's a shot on the move. Jameson Battle finds Roddy. Celtics trying to hang on here, up by 13 with 5:15 to go. Down the left side, Hepburn. His shot blocked out of bounds by Shireman.
Good defense by Shireman. This time, slid his feet over, never overcommitted, never brought his hands down, and that's how you get in trouble. Bring your hands down to the basketball. He waited for the ball to come out of the shooter's hands.
Inbound, Battle, lefty three, got it.
What about Battle, man? He can shoot. I think you have to make him move, though, without that basketball.
His dad worked for the Timberwolves for a lot of years. 99-89. Down the left side, stumbling. It's Kendall Brown. Wendell Moore moves it to Shireman. Sets the screen. Shireman straightaway three. No good. Back iron. Long rebound. Flying in forward is Jalen Bridges. Celtics reset in the new 14. Leading by 10, but it's like Amari Williams.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, threw that hip out. That should be the 20th turnover for the Celtics. About, I would say, 5 or 6 of them have been on offensive fouls. Keita, 4 points, 5 turnovers, 3 fouls in 17 minutes.
Doesn't make everybody happy with his performance, does it?
Probably not. Simons had a shaky first half and a really good second half. I think the Celtics hold on. Man of the match here tonight is Chris Boucher. Pritchard is pretty good too. Roddy moves it to Hepburn. Return to Battle. Right side three is no good. Offensive rebound, Oliver Sarr. Kick out Roddy. Toronto trying to force the offense here. Roddy launches a three, no good. Amari Williams the rebound. Clock rolling down to 4:14 to go.
He's not going to get the ball. Doesn't want it.
So they call a foul on Sarr.
The limit.
They are. Both teams over, so free throws the rest of the way with the Celtics up by 10 and 4:12 to go. Amari Williams hits the first. No traffic issue for the Celtics tonight. They did move from the NHL game. The Maple Leafs moved their game on Monday so as not to conflict with game 2 of the ALCS.
I love when I get all this kind of information for my travel.
Original 6 game, man. Rangers, Maple Leafs, Bruins off to a great start. Won in overtime last night. Korpisalo was ridiculous. He made some great saves in overtime.
Good.
Lob it down low. Mobo is stripped to the ball. Quick hands in there by Kendall Brown. Celtics have a steal, 12-point lead. Lob, Amari Williams catches, leans in, and draws the foul.
Amari Williams, left-handed. The thing about those left-handed guys, you have to be tricky on the inside because most of the times you're used to guard right-handers. It's like in boxing. The guy who's, can go left or right can be really great. What do you think about the Canelo fight?
I thought it was scored properly. I thought Crawford was brilliant. First free throw for Amari Williams.
Here's what I say about Crawford, though. At one time in Crawford's life, he got shot in the head, drove himself to the hospital. How the hell you be the man who can drive himself to the hospital after getting shot in the head?
How about the fact that he got pulled over by the police on his day in Omaha, like Terrence Crawford Day?
Lucy? Some guys explain it.
That was not going to go well. Going to get called in on that one. Mobo drives, fumbles it out of bounds. It should be Boston ball, and it is. Celtics up by 14.
You stop. This is how it goes. You stop who? What's his name?
But
Crawford?
The world awaits your pick, not on Crawford Canelo, but rather Jake Paul and Tank Davis.
Tank Davis is going to spank him.
It's funny how divergent people are in their opinions. Everybody has an opinion about whether the fight should happen. His little floater is no good from Kendall Brown, but nobody has a wide range of opinions as to how that's going to play out. Stop and start, driving, scooping, scoring, and drawing the foul is Hepburn.
Everybody had the same opinion, though, about the Canelo fight. Everybody, most of the experts looked at it and said Canelo is going to kill it. But I didn't believe that because...
No, I thought it was going to be a good fight. It's just a matter... I didn't think that Bud would be as dominant as he was.
Bud had to be hit. And Bud is so tricky with his movements. And remember the one time he hit Canelo? And Canelo got whipped back and like, what did you hit me with? Is that a left or right?
Shireman turns it over in the backcourt. An easy scoop and score for Roden. That cuts it to 9 again. 103-94 and another turnover. And a kick out three is good for Roddy. And just like that, the Boston lead is 6. They had this game completely under control. Up by 14 less than a minute ago. Now it's 6. 8 points in 26 seconds. And nearly another steal. Driving kick into the corner, Kendall Brown. And he loses it out of bounds. And the Raptors trying to steal this game here with third unit against third unit.
Joe Mazzulla just shaking his head. That is not a good sign.
This is going to be your fault for using the word you used earlier. 2:28 to go. Celtics lead 103-97.
It's going to be my fault.
You're the one who said, I don't think we're going to get, and then you use that word.
We're not.
It's a 6-point game.
That's fine. It's calm. It's not going to get the overtime. Okay? It's just take a chill pill. The word was they were getting paid overtime if they go overtime. That's what I heard.
A lot of interesting nights on the Celtics schedule this year. The game against the Lakers in L.A. on Pat Riley's statue night. Be excited to be there for that. Close personal relationship with Riles.
Hating it. A couple years ago, when Miami was in Boston, I happened to go back to the locker room. Alonzo Mourning is a frat brother of mine from Omega Psi Phi, and walked into the locker room to say hey to Zoe, and Pat Riley was in there in the owner's room, and Pat sees me and said, "Get him out of here. He's a jinx." I was like, "Damn, Pat, really?" And then later on, he told me, "I really didn't mean it." See, I would feel better if you just said you meant it. I was good with that.
2:28 to go. Celtics by 6 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
For all your heating and cooling needs, you need Endless Energy.
Hi, this is Matt Kidd, CEO of Endless Energy. At Endless Energy, we help you look after the health of your whole family, and that includes the water that you drink, eat, and bathe with. Book your no-cost water quality test today. Give us a call at 775-ENDLESS. That's 775-ENDLESS, or self-schedule online at goendlessenergy.com.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Looking for things to do this fall? There's tons of things to do when you hop on board the commuter rail. What, you don't believe me? Just visit massbytrain.com/things-to-do to see fun fall trip ideas on every commuter rail line. Head to a brewery, go on a hike, to a fall festival, or to the garden for a game. And nothing is scarier in October than traffic to Salem. So if you're heading to the Witch City, enjoy extra weekend service to and from Salem all October for haunted happenings. Ooh. Ride with $10 weekends. Plus, kids 11 and under always ride free. Get tickets on board or with the M-Ticket app.
Apex Entertainment in Marlboro is 100,000 square feet of pure fun. Hey, this is New England kicker Andy Borgalis, and this season, with every field goal I kick, Apex will be donating $100 to support autism education and research at the New England Center for Children. So, be sure to come to Apex and enjoy attractions such as go-karts, bowling, laser tag, sports simulators, mini golf, arcade, and much more. Apex is also your best option for birthday parties, holiday parties, and team building events. For more information, check out Apex on social media or go to apexentertainment.com.
Hey, it's Felger here, and football season is back. Make Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka your tailgate must-have. Real vodka, real brewed tea, just 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. Easy to sip and enjoy. Ask for it wherever you watch the game, or take it with you to the tailgate. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
A 3 by Hepburn, another steal by Hepburn, and a foul. And the Celtics, who had this game nearly salted away up by 14, have now given up 11 straight points in a minute, and Toronto has the ball down by 3, 103-100.
Won't be happy with that one.
And Max Shulga, RJ Lewis are going to come in the game here. What a spot to throw them in here with 1:43 to go. And the lead down to maybe 2 or 1, depending on what Hepburn does at the free throw line.
Well, Sharman's going to hear it.
Celtics led this game by 27 early in the third quarter and led by 14.
Can I ask you a question?
Go crazy. 14 with 3:03 to go.
What was their
win probability?
I love that. Should have win probability.
Missed free throw. So break for the Celtics. He gets the second, and we're at 103-101. 12 points in 1:10 for Toronto. Pressure. Shulga gets it away to Amari Williams. Shulga. 2 dribbles on the right hand. Kicks to the right side. 3 in the air from Bridges. No good. Amari Williams back taps the offensive rebound, but he sends it right out of bounds. And now Toronto can tie or better with 82 seconds left. I told you crazy things happen in these fourth quarters of preseason games. Hepburn against Shulga. Over the shoulder pass. Roddy puts to the floor behind his back. Pressured by Shulga. Gets rid of it. Shot clock winding down. Roden drives. Scoops. It's good, but he's called for traveling. Roden thought he had tied the game with 59 seconds to go. He wants a review, but you can't review that. Yeah, it looked like a try. He landed with both feet. Big turnover by Roden. Now the Celtics pressure in the backcourt. Roden pressuring Shulga here. We're in the final minute. Boston lead is 2. Shulga picks up his dribble and throws it away. He threw it right to Roden. 4 on 2. Scooping with left hand and scoring is A.J. Lawson to tie the game. 42 seconds to go. Attacking, scooping, and scoring was Wendell Moore. Timeout, Darko Rakocevic. Toronto down by 14, goes on a 14-0 run in 2 minutes and 10 seconds to tie it. Wendell Moore has now given the Celtics the lead 105-103 with 40.9 to go.
Good job by Wendell Moore. We got a foul on the backside. I didn't see what happened to Hepburn unless he got hit by Wendell Moore in the face.
Trying to get an answer for you on the important question you asked. Celtics win probability was 99.3 up by 27, and it was 99.6 up by 14 with 3:15 to go. Now it's 99.9.
Is that?
No, it's not 100. People say all the time, oh, win probability, it doesn't mean anything, because the only time you ever hear about it is when somebody actually comes back to win. Nobody talks about the other 99 games out of 100 where the comeback does it.
I love it when you do it.
But here we are. Celtics with Moore, Bridges, Williams, Lewis, and Shulga on the floor, trying to hold a 2-point lead with 40.9 to go against Lawson, Hepburn, Mobo, Roddy, and Roden for Toronto. Hepburn triggers in safe to Roddy. Roddy straight away gets to Amari Williams. Stop and start, cradles the ball, gets past Amari Williams, scores to the right hand, and we're tied. Now Joe Mazzulla going to start calling timeouts. 105 apiece.
2 for 1 here.
I will never forgive you if this happens. It's entirely your fault.
Just let it happen first, my friend. It's such a Debbie Downer.
David Roddy coming down the lane is essentially fullback on 3rd and goal. I mean, he's got that wide body. You're not going to stop him once you start rolling.
Didn't like that.
So we rejoin you here. The New England Patriots are ahead of Baltimore, Kansas City, and Cincinnati in the AFC.
I don't think anybody saw that coming.
A couple of revelations here as we think about the next decade of Boston with Roman Anthony and Drake May. So Celtics got off to a great start, particularly in the second quarter. They pulled away. It was as close to this game is now. It was a 4-point game late in the second quarter. And the Celtics scored 20 straight points spanning halftime, led this game by 27. It was down to 10 by the end of the third quarter. But the Celtics got it back to 14 with 3:15 to go. And it looked like they had this thing done, but the Raptors scored 12 points in 1 minute 20 seconds. And now we're tied with 35 seconds to go. Wendell Moore wearing the number 20. Will trigger the side of the bounce. Into Amari Williams. Try to hand off back to Wendell Moore. They do not connect. It goes out of bounds. And now Toronto will get it.
Why did he keep going to try to get this ball to a center who doesn't handle the basketball?
Amari Williams is trying to hand it back to Wendell Moore, and he wasn't expecting it. Celtics up to 28 turnovers, 20 turnovers in the second half for the Celtics. 20. Now Toronto looking to take the lead. 12 on the shot clock, 21 on the game clock. Hepburn challenged by Shulga, backs it out in the logo. Shot clock down to 6. Bobo sets the high screen. Moore jumps out on Hepburn, who spins, gets to the free throw line. Jumper short. Rebound belongs to the Celtics. Lewis has it. Joe Mazzulla wants him to go. 8 seconds to go. Lewis scrambling into the front court, floats it ahead for nobody. He misses connection. With Bridges, it goes out of bounds, and Toronto will get it in a tie game with 3.8 to go.
Tell you what, if it goes in overtime, I'll take over. You just
should.
Go home.
You should. You deserve it. I think Joe Mazzulla may be challenging something here. He may be challenging to see if
I'm surprised.
Should have been a foul. I mean, he's got the challenge to use. He's challenging something. Remember, you're allowed to go. There's proximity calls in the previous possessions. When you get the timeout, you can challenge. So use it or lose it. It comes with 3.8 to go in a tie game.
Boston is challenging the ruling on the floor of Toronto possession. As part of this challenge, we are able to look at fouls proximate to the play as well.
That's what I was getting at. All you have to do is technically challenge the out-of-bounds call. The out-of-bounds call is correct, but it allows an official to go back and look at what I don't know, but the Celtics bench has something in mind. You could argue that Hepburn was moving when he collided with R.J. Lewis. That's the closest thing I can imagine they're discussing.
You must wonder why they didn't call timeout though.
If that happened, if they determined that that is a foul, then Lewis would be shooting free throws with 3.8 to go instead of Toronto ball.
Then I'll be saying, lucky me.
What a strange finish. Even for a preseason game, it really felt like up by 14 with 3:10 to go was going to be enough. You have to have a calamitous sequence of turnovers, and that's exactly what happened for the Celtics. 20 second half turnovers. I've got the Celtics with 8 assists and 20 turnovers in the second half.
After review, it was determined that the defender was in a legal guarding position when the contact occurred. Following that, the ball was thrown out of bounds by Boston. The ruling on the floor stands as Toronto possession. Because of the successful challenge, Toronto got their timeout back. So timeout, they must now call a timeout in order to advance. So it's timeout, Toronto.
Well, a lot of information from the official.
James Williams making that clear. That was a Hail Mary from Joe Mazzulla that, like most Hail Marys, falls short of the mark. Clock is reset to 4.4 in a tie game. By the time this game ends, the Blue Jays may be playing game 1 of the ALCS.
Wow. But it doesn't count. How about Toronto if they score, the game doesn't go into overtime? He's blaming me then.
This is entirely your fault.
What? How is it my fault?
Because the Celtics were up big, and you said, Sean, in your condescending fashion.
Right.
Sean, I don't think there's not going to be overtime tonight.
Right. And what's in Toronto if they score? It's no overtime.
There'll be no overtime.
Did not be right.
Mariners up 1-0 going to the 6th. Baseball's been great. Scuba's got 11 strikeouts in 5 innings. I got a feeling he's going to win the Cy Young and beat out Crochet. The real one, American League MVP, is the best one. That's the best discussion. Cal Raleigh or Aaron Judge. All right, we're finally getting set to go here. Roden will trigger the inbound for Toronto. With Lawson, Roddy, Hepburn, and Mobo on the floor. Tie game, 4.4 to go. Roden holding it over his head, lobs it. They're going down low. Mobo in the paint, spins, scoops, and scores with 1.9 to go. Joe Mazzulla calls his final timeout. Toronto takes the lead. He didn't have a timeout. Inbound, Shulga. He'll try from half court for the win. It's in the air and short, and the Toronto Raptors go on an 18-2 run in the final 3 minutes to beat the Celtics 107-105.
Well, I was right. No overtime.
We'll wrap it next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Bottles going on now. Clinton Savings Bank is here to help power up your business. With our new partner services, you can process payments on any device, saving you time, and manage payroll with flexible, affordable options. Plus, with online banking, mobile deposit, ACH, and wire services, managing your business finances just got a whole lot easier. Enjoy no minimum balance requirement and no minimum deposit to open your business checking account. Visit clintonsavings.com to get started today. Member FDIC, member DIF.
This is New England Patriots quarterback Josh Dobbs, and Autodesk is the official design and make platform of the New England Patriots. Autodesk is all around us, including here at Gillette Stadium. What fans might not know is that stadiums, buildings, and the new Patriots Training Center were built with the help of Autodesk Construction Cloud software. Autodesk helps the Patriots and the Kraft Group bring their construction vision to life.
Autodesk, changing how the world is designed and made. Visit Autodesk.com. Kids eat free at the 99 every Sunday in October. Kids get a free meal from the kids menu with every adult entree purchased. You gotta love the Nines.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
At Meineke, doing car care right means transparency. So Meineke certified technicians perform a free digital e-inspection and send updates with pictures, videos, and notes directly to your phone or email. When you can see what we see, that's Meineke transparency. See for yourself. Visit Meineke.com today and schedule an appointment with a locally owned and operated location. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
Hey, Clinton Savings Bank Get Real account holders. Unlock access to our 12-month Get Real add-on CD where you can grow your savings by adding funds to your CD throughout the term. Visit clintonsavings.com for more information. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Layer on the flavor with the DQ sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Michelin Winter Tires offer confidence in all types of winter conditions, and Town Fair Tire offers every long-lasting, fuel-efficient Michelin tire at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, Town Fair gives you the most free services for life with your purchase of Michelin Winter Tires to keep you going for years to come. With a guaranteed best deal on Michelin tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
When it comes to protecting homes, shortcuts fail. That's why pros have trusted AZEK Exteriors Trim and Siding, the MVP of exterior protection for 25 years. Built to last and proven in the toughest Northeast weather conditions, AZEK doesn't just look good, it performs under pressure. Cheap overseas-made imitators? They might look similar until they fail, and the builder's reputations and the homeowner's wallet take the hit. Trim matters, so don't cut corners. Do it right. Use AZEK Trim. Made in America. Visit azekexteriors.com. Hockey players, stop going to the store or rink to get your skates sharpened and do it right at home with the Sparks Skate Sharpener. Sparks allows you to sharpen your skate with pro-style accuracy at home. Sparks is easy, safe, consistent, and requires no experience. Perfect sharp skates every time with just a push of a button. Over 25 NHL teams are using Sparks, and so should you. Why go to the store or rink ever again when you can get pro-sharpened skates fast and easy? Get your Sparks Skate Sharpener today at sparkshockey.com and use promo code SPORTSHUB to save $50 at checkout. That's sparkshockey.com.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
Road holding it over his head, lobs it, they're going down low. Bobo in the paint, spins, scoops and scores with 1.9 to go. Joe Mazzulla calls his final timeout. Toronto takes the lead. He didn't have a timeout. didn't have a timeout. Shulgo missed from half court, and that was that. An 18-2 run closed it for Toronto. Crazy things happened in the preseason. The Celtics ended up losing this game 107-105. Obviously, 20 turnovers in the second half. A lot of stuff for Joe Mazzulla to look at, and a lot of guys to be accountable, and a learning process kind of game on the road. But looking back to when the pseudo starters, at least, remember, no Jaylen Brown and Derek White tonight, but the guys that did play, you got a good performance from Peyton Pritchard. I thought Anthony Simons had a shaky start and eventually found his footing. The best Celtics tonight, probably the best player in the game, was Chris Boucher.
Boucher was really good, knocking down jump shots, rebounding the basketball. A little disappointed in what Keita struggled tonight mightily, really trying to score the basketball, but just rebounding. And I've always said about him, he has to get a base. He doesn't have a base where he rebounds. He's kind of just like a soft tree.
Soft tree. And with that imagery, we will leave you. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, thought by many to be the favorites in the Eastern Conference. They are up next for the Celtics ESPN game on Sunday night, and then the Celtics will wrap up the preseason Wednesday night at home against the Toronto Raptors. 107-105 is the final. Raptors win it. It's going to be a fascinating year of conversation surrounding this team.
No overtime.
Which Max is thrilled about, and probably so too is Joe Murray.
All right, thanks, guys. Great job tonight. We're going to try to figure out what exactly happened here. That's a Godfather reference for those that haven't heard. The Celtics lose tonight 107-105, and we'll react to it. Coming up next, I'm Joe Murray here on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Be sure to tune into the Off-Air Show with Felger every Wednesday just after 6 p.m. on the 98.5 The Sports Hub YouTube channel. The Off-Air Show is presented by the original light beer, Miller Lite. Legendary stories and the Off-Air Show start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller time.
Builders, remodelers, and homeowners, listen up. Partner with one of the most trusted, independently owned lumberyards and showrooms around, Cape Cod Lumber and CCL Homescapes. Visit CCL's newly renovated kitchen showroom and get inspired as soon as you walk through the door. Explore the latest trends from the most reliable kitchen cabinet manufacturers in the industry. Check out dozens of color combinations and popular styles in our refreshed showroom in Abington. Visit us online at cclco.com or in person at CCL Homescapes in Abington. CCL, 100% employee-owned and operated.
Volkswagen is known for its high-performance models. But when you talk about premium performance, you're talking about Boston Volkswagen. John Welsh and his team are known for their overall excellence when it comes to customer satisfaction. Delivering exceptional value and an enjoyable car buying experience is what makes Boston VW your premier Volkswagen dealership. Before you buy or lease a new Volkswagen, go see the VW experts at Boston Volkswagen in Watertown or visit online at bostonvw.com. That's bostonvw.com.
Tired of dealing with that loose outlet or those flickering lights, but afraid it'll cost a fortune? Think again. LNF Electrical's licensed electricians can be at your home or office right away to fix any electrical issue you may have at a price that can't be beat, guaranteed. So don't get sparked by high prices from other guys. Call LNF Electrical at 844-LF-WIRES or visit lfelectricalservice.com. Proudly a veteran-owned company.
Don't get sparked with high prices.
Advance your career with an MBA or specialized master's through Babson College. Join the school ranked #2 best college in the U.S. by the Wall Street Journal 2025. Visit babson.edu/grad programs.
This just in, hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. Join the club today for $1 down, $15 a month, now through October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to partner with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to create stronger, kinder communities. See Home Club for details. Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Roden holding it over his head, lobs it, they're going down low. Bobo in the paint, spins, scoops, and scores with 1.9 to go. Joe Mazzulla calls his final timeout. Toronto takes the lead. He didn't have a timeout.
All right, well, I don't really know what happened there at the end. Celtics had a big lead. They gave up 35 points in the third quarter and then 30 in the fourth, and they lost 107-105. I don't really know what happened. Chris Boucher had 19 points on the night. Peyton Pritchard had 19. Anthony Simons had 18. Josh Minot had 13. Off the bench, Luka Garza. A lot of people played, and it got really bad late. 65 points in the second half. That's a lot. 18-2 run. Woo. It's preseason, everybody. This is what it can look like. Some nights it looks good. Some nights it looks bad. You're playing a lot of guys. I'm sure Joe Mazzulla's going to use this one in practice. Just remember, everybody, it didn't look good, but it will be good in the long run when Joe Mazzulla makes everybody run.
Hey, Ryan Williams here with 128 Plumbing, Heat and Cooling and Electric, home of Finish Strong Friday. And at 128, we are proud to be local and independently owned since 1992. And this year, we're excited to announce that we are now certified Evergreen, which is a certification that speaks to long-term commitment and remaining privately held, with a focus on people over short-term profits and exits. Learn more on our website or social media at call128.com.
When it comes to protecting homes, shortcuts fail. That's why pros have trusted AZEK Exteriors Trim and Siding, the MVP of exterior protection for 25 years. Built to last and proven in the toughest Northeast weather conditions, AZEK doesn't just look good, it performs under pressure. Cheap overseas-made imitators? They might look similar until they fail, and the builder's reputations and the homeowner's wallet take the hit. Trim matters, so don't cut corners. Do it right. Use AZEK Trim. Made in America. Visit azekexteriors.com.
Flagship station. Talk a little green, get into the Patriots as well, and we'll talk to all of you on Sunday on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the world championship.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, and by Comcast Business.
The Boston Celtics have won the world championship for the 15th time.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
It is banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Celtics basketball is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBC-FM at HD Boston 98.5.